Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Unhallowed Metropolis, special edition Robbie's Angels. Because, Death Curios is great, but we don't have a holotale. So I, once again, will be the DM for this week. Now, we always like to do a little thing, Tesla says hi, where we do a little story at the beginning, and the decisions you make will have effect on this story. Last week, y'all headed down a trapdoor and down a dark hallway, ending up at a Y junction. Thank you. Last week, and decided to take a turn that had a slight glow emanating from it. The air around you is damp and cold and has a musty scent to it as you carefully walk down the corridor. It gets slightly brighter as you progress, until you find yourself in a large room. There's a brazier set in the center, with low embers that are producing that faint glow you saw. The room is quite large. You can't see the sides, the walls surrounding you, but what you do see are apparently on the sides are cages lining the walls. You can just see the faint outline of the bars. And on the other side of the room, there's a cracked door with more light emanating from it. So your decision for this week is as follows. Do you all walk over and see what's in the cages? Or do you take a peek from behind the door? It's up to you. I can't wait to see what you all decide upon and what happens next week. But till then, let's get on with today's show. Hello and welcome, everyone. We are back with Robbie's Angels. We are excited to be here. So, how is everyone doing? We're going to go around. We're going to say who we are, who we will be playing, and maybe a little fun fact about, maybe a reminder of why you're here today. Like, who is it that you've lost? Why are you trying to save Robbie? So let's start off with our good old Vicky Mawbone. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Apologies for the weird angle. I have chronic pain problems, but I'm doing really, really well, and I'm excited to dive back in and get some sweet, sweet revenge. I'm playing Vicky Mawbone, the common law husband of the late Harry Mawbone, who really, really wants to just kill some Yankees and kind of sublimate his grief. He is a bit of a dandy and ex-Molly, and is just looking really forward to, killing some people and then drowning his sorrows in gin. Lots and lots of gin.
Gin is a good solution. I mean, at least chemistry speaking. We also have Letty O'Malley. How are you?
Just checking to make sure I wasn't muted as usual. I'm doing great. Super excited for, vengeance. This is, before that was preparing this time, we got our really eccentric new allies. We got the Scottish investigator, who she always forgets the name of, Fergus. And of course, Miss Lou, who will be, I'm really excited to, interact with them. Super excited for all this. Yes, for Letty herself, Letty was once Letty Hatter before marrying Mr. Thomas O'Malley, her very, very charming Irish boy whom she fell heads over heels for. Ever since then, she's helped Robbie with procuring goods and the like, using her hat shop as a front of sorts. She is, very interested in exacting some form of I'd say torturous revenge on the ones who, took her husband from her, and also extracting Robbie, as the streets are now not safe without him.
It's not safe.
And personally, as Loria, I'm loving and living for Gino's new look. Like this entire thing. Oh my god.
Yes, baby.
I think I squealed.
Yeah. There was shock abounded. We were like, I was like, who's that? And then it was Gino. So, speaking of Gino, how are you doing today? Graybeard?
Gray, yeah. Gray
no
Tavern.
beard? Gray man?
Gray no beard. Good. Felt the wind on my face for the first time in years, so that was strange. But Gino doesn't have a beard, so I took off the beard.
That's commitment.
That's dedication to the craft.
I was tempted to do it anyway, but that just came up. Gino was secretly lovers with Edith Cook's son, Calum, and they gunned down Calum. Gino wasn't around, and of course he's an Italian mobster, so he's gonna get revenge mob style.
The best style,
The best
It's a good style.
It'll happen.
like you do. Speaking of the cooks, we have Edith Cook, who has lost so much.
Hello, I'm Humbledore. I'll be playing Edith Cook, the unfortunate widow and now pretty much childless mother of 57 who runs the Skeleton Key, a pub where all sorts of unsavory types tend to frequent. I have lost a few of my children, including Caleb, who was a cleaner and burglar for Mr. Robbie Carr. Derry, who was called Shanks, he was hospitalized in the fight. And obviously my good husband, Jonathan Cook, the pinwheel, who was a baker like myself and an enforcer of sorts. I'm currently looking for my daughter Poppy, also known as Red, who is a dealer in the exotic chemicals that I sometimes like to partake in. We're on her trail right now, hopefully to go to a shoe factory, I think. I'm gonna get my only kid back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once hospitalized, he might.
Yeah, Derry's not dead.
With Edwardian medicine? I don't think so, darling.
I don't know. Maybe.
Good point.
You have heard good things about this Lady Faye Dunmire. Who knows? Maybe she can provide medical assistance. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows? But I believe we last left off with everyone sitting awkwardly around a pub table in the Skeleton Key, getting ready to head off to the shoe factory. Does anyone do any last-minute preparations? Anything they want to bring with them before heading off to the shoe factory?
Yes.
Norton's, I believe. Yes.
I want to take Letty and Vicky just upstairs and ask them to help me get into my Sunday best. Get primped up as best I can. And because if I'm going to die, it better be at my Sunday best. So.
Excellent.
Vicky will definitely help you dress up.
Yeah.
So
Very down for this.
I actually have a lace dress on, so I will take my shawl off.
Very lacy. I love it.
Ooh,
Yes.
so classy.
I'm ready to die.
If you're gonna die pretty.
I have to. I'm going to see my husband again.
Yes.
Get you looking
Would
nice
you?
then.
Will
Thank you.
we all survive?
Gino puts a new edge on his knife.
Ooh.
Excellent. That's a good plan.
Oh, the Foley! Oh, the Foley! I love it!
Uh-huh.
Vicky, after Vicky has helped Mrs. Cook fancy herself up, Vicky's going to take a nap under a table.
Okay.
He's not the most robust of people, so he's going to have a nap and see if that helps a little. Probably not.
Yeah. Maybe. It might. You've had a lot of gin. The nap will at least help with a little bit of that. Get you back down to maybe a nice buzz. Sorry, cat was like, I'll get running around. That's like, what is going
Completely
on?
understand.
And what about Letty? Does Letty do anything to get ready?
Well, I have my poisons. When it comes to chloroform, I know it's not too quick acting, but I will of course get myself a rag. Get myself ready. And just kind of take my bottle closely. And the other thing I had, I believe, was ether. I took which is
Mhm.
to make them sleep, right?
Yeah. It can cause death too if applied for long enough. It depends on their vitality
And
saves.
how do you apply it again? Just to be clear.
Through inhalation, typically.
Aha. So if this is the case, she will just out of curiosity, do you know our like respirators? Do those like filter out things like that?
So, fun fact about the ether. Let me pull it up here. So it's inhaled. It's clear, colorless, but it's also highly flammable. And it is an anesthetic agent, which is most doctors use it for. But if you're not getting it from a doctor, a lot of the richer people in London who are looking for a good high, they put it through their breather masks because it induced minor euphoria and blurred vision. But after 3 minutes of exposure, they have to start making vitality rolls every 20 seconds. And every time they fail that roll, the world grows a little dimmer. So, if you do it long enough, they're gonna black out.
Plus, what I heard there was the possibility for Molotov cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, no, if that's the case, she's gonna, like, after, making sure Miss Edith, especially her hat is perfect, and she'll make sure to put her little bottles away and in the proper positions, and I'm imagining I could probably soak them in a cloth as well, basically, so I have a chloroform rag and a ether rag all readied up, and she'll make sure, of course, her little hat pins is fully,
and you got,
coated
a
in
bottle
pepper
that's about
oil.
10 doses worth of ether, so.
Excellent. Time to OD someone tonight. Yeah, no, she's gonna make sure all her hat pins are appropriately coated in, pepper oil, and and she'll actually get her a little tincture of belladonna just in case she needs to blind someone real quick. It's useful for cosmetics and for blinding people, She will offer, of course, a little tiny bit of drop. Yeah, basically, she does offer offer Mrs. Cook a tiny little drop just in case if she wanted to make her eyes look extra ravishing for the night.
Of course I would. Yeah,
Like how you're
I'll
like,
let you.
all right, we're gonna bust some people out. Let's dress to the nines in case we die. I love it.
We're called angels for a reason.
Yeah,
It's true. It's true.
Angels of Style and Robbie.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll cover up the cataracts in her eyes with some belladonna. That'll be good.
Yeah.
And she'll turn to Vicky, who's kind of under the table, and she'll slowly just creak as she bends down. Did I hear you whisper the word cocktail? Setting things on fire?
Maybe. I haven't done it in a while, but fire's always a good thing, I guess.
Well, I've still got some spirits in back. Want to get crafted?
I could do that. And I won't even drink most of them.
Attaboy. Come on.
I'll get myself out from under the table and follow Mrs. Cook into the back. So we can
And we'll make some Molotov cocktails.
You are
We
muted.
can't hear you, Keeper.
I was muted. So y'all go but to make some Molotov cocktails. I feel like this should be a roll to see especially if you're adding some ether to some of these. Why don't you guys give me a
Streetwise?
Yeah, you can use streetwise. It's not exactly a streetwise thing. It's more of a chemistry thing, but it'll just be a little harder. I don't think any of you guys have chemistry, so
No.
just give me some streetwise
I got
checks.
cooking, but it's not gone so well for me so far.
Cooking up some Molotovs.
All I can do is
These are
cry
only
and just...
cooking-
+4. Okay.
15. Okay, each of y'all can roll me a d4.
I got a 1.
I go on. Oh, that's so
Another one.
depressing.
All right, so you each have 2 Molotov cocktails.
Okay, sweet.
That's how many you're able to kind of like
cocktail.
get ready.
Put on the inventory.
It's probably a good thing you rolled low. If y'all had like 6 Molotov cocktails running around, I'd be a little worried for the lower city.
Set it all on
Fire's not
fire.
Yeah. The second Great Fire of London.
It was caused by bacon.
Boy. Oh. Whew. Oh boy. All right, so we've got some Molotovs. Naps have been taken. Poisons have been applied. Gino's like, I'm good. Yeah, sharpened your knife. It looks like Fergus MacDrew has just been, he's gotten himself a pistol. Looks like he's kind of just double checked to make sure it's loaded. Spins the roller barrel around, puts it back in his pocket. It's got a holster in there.
Yeah.
And Lou has been hanging upside down from the stairs. She's kind of like hooked herself in. She's been doing that. Kind of just swinging back and forth a little bit. She does that for like 20 minutes and then I just, let's go, falls down. And she's like, I'm ready.
I rather admire acrobatic abilities. I've never seen someone do that other than circuses.
It was not talented. She just kind of let go and just fell. Just like a
Yeah.
heap on the floor.
Just like
Vicky kind of just looks at Letty and is like, I thought you visited the cat house. Oh, never mind.
She's like,
She
oh,
looks
well,
like
you know, if you want the thinker to be really thinking good, you gotta let all the blood flow up there, so you hang upside down a bit and you're fine.
I'll do
How
that
old
next
is
time
she?
should we live.
How old is Lou? Do we estimate? What?
You can estimate.
a wit check?
Yeah, the wit check will let you know how, like, see how close you get.
Just have
to-
a look. 'Cause I don't think I have my.
She's covered in dirt and filth, which is kind of hard to see.
It gets
It's
cut.
kind of hard to tell.
Wit, I think is 3. Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with 2d10s.
But
All right. Plus 3 is 20.
dirty 20, excellent. So you're looking at Lou, and it's hard to read her, how old she might be. But you think if you had to put a number on it, you'd probably say she's in her mid-20s.
Okay, mid-20s. She's practically a child. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, in this post-apocalyptic kind of scenario, she's doing pretty good.
She's ancient by
But-
post-apocalyptic standards.
Post-apocalyptic cardboard town hobo standards, she's doing pretty good. But
Have you
she
eaten
appears
those?
to be like her.
She probably falls over while she's like on the floor.
What if I have? What if I haven't?
If you haven't, I'm gonna feed you. If you have, great, let's go.
Sure, I haven't.
All right. She goes and sits back and she'll pull out some like leftover soup and a bit of bread.
Mm-hmm. So she just inhales it, scarfs it down. She pulls Larry, the slunk, out of her pocket and sets him in the soup.
Oh, it's got salt in. I wouldn't do that.
Oh! Who salts the soup? She kind of puts a piece of bread
Flavoring.
on there. She puts him on a piece of bread instead. She kind of like wipes him off a little bit.
It's very
Uh,
salty soup.
She probably, if you bought out a drink for him, she probably dunks him in the drink first and then puts him on the bread. You'll be fine, Larry.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Oh, that was a percentile die. My bad. 8 plus 2. I'll just roll it again. Yeah, he's okay. He's not a dead slug. So,
He's just slightly thinner.
Absolutely murdering. Oh no.
he's okay. He's just eating some bread. She definitely dunked him in that pint of ale though, so he might be a little happy.
Happy slug.
And she eats the soup.
Cool.
She eats it up. I guess Right, well, we've got cover of night now. Not that it's not dark out here most of the time anyway, you know, but, it's a little darker now. You should be good to go. Sneak on in.
Alright.
I've just curious. I know that our inspector here has a gun. Well, anyone else have anything that would be remotely good with the very, very ranged Americans?
And Vicky reaches up under his skirt and just pulls out another pistol. Maybe.
I just pull
that
out
works.
a Molotov
Tuck away.
cocktail.
for reasons.
Well, this should prove to be quite interesting.
And Vicky
Who holds
puts
up
the
Shanky?
gun back up under the skirt, as well as tucking the Molotov cocktails up under there. He wears a big skirt for a reason. Hides all his secrets.
Damn right.
It's like, I've got Shanky, I've got Shanky Jr., I've got old Shanky, got little Shanky, and she holds up just a bunch of prison shivs, basically.
Oh, do you want a butcher's
Mr.
knife?
O'Malley, did you want something? And he pulls a crowbar out from under his skirt. Did you want something swingy?
I mean, if you're not using it, I wouldn't say no.
Oh, I mean, I
Just
do have
holds it
something
out,
of my own. She holds one of her the stuff that you kind of almost hammer in for sculpting hats.
A chisel.
She kind of smiles very sweetly.
Oh, for the yeah.
Yeah, she's got miscellaneous carving tools and hammering tools, and she smiles very pleasantly, and then puts them back. I should be fine, but a crowbar is always welcome.
Vicky has handed the crowbar to Lou and just smooths the skirt back down.
At this point, Edith's eyes are just going to slide on over to Gino. What about you then? Hmm? You got another gun like all those other Americans back there?
Out of his sleeve, he pulls a thin blade and then just tucks it back in his sleeve, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Alright.
And then he holds up a Zippo, which is a very American thing. And he's like, "We need this for the cocktails."
I wouldn't mind it.
And he
I got
hands it
some
over.
matches in here somewhere, but that seems faster.
Yeah, she'll take the Zippo and wipe it off and then put it in the skirt.
All right.
Right then, are we ready to go?
I think we are. Lead on.
Yes.
Do what has to be done.
Right. Let's get to it then. And she just prances out the door, runs back in, grabs Larry off the table, and then prances back out again.
As Vicky's heading out, as everyone's progressing towards the door, is just gonna pull another bottle of booze out from behind the bar and just kind of take it with him.
If I live, you pay for that one.
If I live, I will.
Deal. And she'll close up the pub for the night.
All right, you close up the pub for the night
Nice.
and head out. It is a good evening. I mean, it's raining. It's not raining as hard. You hear cracks of thunder in the distance, but it doesn't sound like they've gotten here yet. The storm hasn't fully broken out, but you can tell it's coming. As you walk down the streets of Lower London, out west, towards more the old factory district. You guys gotta pass by that spooky haunted house on the way there. It's got one candle in the window, and it's ooh, is that a ghost? Does someone live there? Who knows? But it's spooky. You guys kind of quickly walk by.
Do we hear chickens?
And
Do we hear?
give me a check. Do you hear anything?
What check was that?
A wit check. Oh,
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I hear Lord Bok himself.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, do we hear
Lord Bok
chickens?
himself. Lord Bok himself.
all right. So, with those rules, we have a 20 and an 11. 11, you don't hear anything. With the 20, you swear you've heard. You hear a chicken? Maybe just a little bird?
I think my dementia's kicking in. Better hurry up.
And he thinks about it, and he's like, I haven't heard chickens in years. So he takes a note mentally and moves on.
Vicky
He's
just kind of
ghost.
offers Edith the bottle of what is probably whiskey.
She'll be like careful not to like smudge her lips, but her hands are shaking a little bit. She'll take a little sip. Cheers, love.
Excellent.
Takes the bottle back.
All right. So you hear just the one little chicken. Maybe it's weird. You swear you also hear maybe some murmurs from inside the house. Maybe confirming that it's haunted. Maybe confirming someone lives there. Who knows? Whatever you want to believe. You hear some murmurs. As you continue on, the streets
I debate chucking a Molotov at the house just because it's weird. Just kind of like, I just sort of like with the bottle. I'm just like, should I? Nah.
Don't waste it. Don't know if there's any Yankees in there.
We don't know for sure.
True.
Maybe on the way
Nah.
back.
Maybe on the way back.
Hey, if we live, we'll have a bonfire
Yeah.
and drink some more whiskey.
and you all continue on. Fergus is kind of looking like we shouldn't light buildings on fire this close to the.
Yeah, she just kind of looks over at Fergus with like you know when you're a really tired parent or like just really tired person, just like don't try. I have attempted.
Great. Okay. And Lou's like, I'm down for anything.
I love Lou.
As
Yeah,
you guys keep walking.
I'll look at like Fergus and be like, if you're not here to do illegal stuff, why are you here? Really?
I'm here to deal with the Americans. I can turn a blind eye to things involving them, but that's just a house.
It's not just
a
a
weird
house.
house. I mean,
It's a
architecturally
weird house.
speaking, it's an eyesore.
Mm.
It's very gothic in architecture, sure, but old.
I mean, what
Looking,
isn't
but-
around here?
It would be rather
True.
rude if you don't know.
Hey
What if
now,
it's-
Morburn, watch your mouth.
Certain establishments notwithstanding.
If I don't like you so much, I swear.
But you do.
I do.
He kind of knocks his
Curses.
shoulder against hers. It's like, hey.
Hey, the arthritis.
Oh, sorry.
Do it on the other shoulder. There we go.
In
As you
America,
all
we have
continue walking.
we have buildings that are over 50 years old.
Oh,
50.
sweetheart.
50 years old.
That's very quaint, you know.
I've drank booze that's older than that.
I am older than that.
There you go.
And
I've got
Gino
more
side
history in
eyes,
me than your entire country, love.
See, he side eyes and then kind of shrinks into his sweater and his jacket.
Yeah, I just like lightly just like loop my hand around like I might loop my arm with Gino. It's just like kind of like I got you, buddy. Like you know, it's all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, she looks over at Edith like, look, I don't like the Yanks as much as you do, but he's not like them.
No, I'm not.
You
That's
can
true.
prove it tonight, can't you?
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
As you guys continue down, the haunted house getting further in the distance behind you. More broken down warehouses begin. You see large doors have fallen off, busted out windows. You know that there are some people who live in here. There's a lot of shady business that gets conducted out here. It's pretty inhospitable. Not a lot of people live here. You're not too terribly far from the railway bar, but it's fairly quiet. Just the sound of some rain. As you approach this old shoe factory, Norton's shoe factory. How many of you can read? Letty, Edith.
Harry taught me
a
some
skill?
things, but yeah, it's like at a 8-year-old level.
Okay, so y'all can read the big sign that once sat above this. There's a big fence, like almost like a chain link fence that goes around this establishment. Some old wooden boards have been put up in sections where the links have fallen down or been taken for scrap. And but you see Norton's Shoe Factory over the gate. And there's that. All right, is the place? They're in there somewhere. And give me wit checks, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. I should probably not say that. Let's see.
I used up all my wit on chickens.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Chickens.
When I'm the witty one, you know we're in trouble.
Ooh.
So Vicky,
Very good.
for
Down, darling.
13. No one really sees any activity around the place, but Vicky, you swear that you saw like a little glint of light from one of the windows of the warehouse. There's like a factory and a warehouse that are connected to each other, adjacent.
And it was the warehouse I thought I saw it in.
Mm-hmm.
I will nudge Mrs. Cook's good shoulder and just point and be like, I swear I saw something in there. Don't know what it was, but I reckon the bastards are in there. And I'm already like trying to pull a Molotov cocktail out of my skirt.
Wait, you gotta remember, Ballbone, my daughter might be in there, alright? And Robbie. We get them out, then we let those bastards burn.
Yeah, and I put the bottle back. You're right.
She gives you like a little kiss on the cheek. Oi, Lou.
Yeah.
Do you mind scouting ahead a little?
Sure.
would, but I'm guessing the creaking in my back will probably give me away. So.
Yeah, I'll recommend we all be quiet if we can. So we don't,
do
you know, spook them. And she will attempt to stealth ahead and do a little scouting. Do you want to send her ahead to the warehouse or the factory?
Ooh.
Warehouse, right? That's where you heard
Warehouse
the
is where I saw the glinting.
noise. That's probably the barrel of the gun.
Huh. Yeah. She is. You look, and she's there, and you're like, yeah, warehouse. And she's gone. She's just ghosted with a crit.
That
Oh,
is
damn.
deeply unsettling.
Sweet. Yeah, but she's on our side for
You
now.
don't see her. You don't smell her. You don't hear her. It's just gone. And you don't see her. A few
Yeah,
minutes
just kind of
pass.
looking around
Yeah. Do you guys get inside the gate, or you just kind of stand a decent distance back? What are you guys doing while you wait for Lou?
Is the gate open, or is it like a fence?
The gate is open.
Fence?
The gate is cracked open. So it's enough that you can slip on in. And there's plenty of debris and rubble. There's some old broken down wagons and boxes and crates all throughout the courtyard. So plenty of hidey hole places.
I kind of like turn to the detective and be like, security around it is so lax. I feel like I've brought me bolt cutters for nothing. I mean, they're not light.
that
You
while
brought
they're waiting
bolt
for us.
cutters with you. It kind of looks like.
Aye. And glass
Gino-
cutters and wire cutters, just in case, because bolt cutters
Gino
are quite
re-
unwieldy.
Gino reaches
We
in,
might
pulls out bolt cutters too, puts them back.
Edith lifts up her skirt. She also has some as well.
bolt cutters.
I just look at all of you like with like, well,
But I also have this, and she pulls out between two fingers a padlock. If we can get them out, we can lock them in and set this whole place on fire.
I would not be
Oh,
averse to
there's a
such an
plan.
idea.
I want to hear him scream.
Send them
I
straight
just
down to hell.
Fergus. Hear no evil, hear no evil, hear no evil.
Oh man, I'm having killing flashbacks.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that? How
Well-
many more things? I don't think so.
Yeah, speaking of like just while they're doing that, and speaking of like lifting skirts and stuff, while they're like
Oh
kind
my.
of doing that,
Oh
Letty's just
my.
actually slow. Yeah, she's actually rolling up hers to tie a little knot around it. It's like, well, since every one of you have something under your skirts, I suppose I should just keep mine out of my way if it's not going to hide anything.
Vicky like opens his mouth and then decides not to make the comment he was going to make.
She just looks at Vicky. What? It's not the time for modesty.
No, under. Never mind. No. And just kind of turns a little bit
Good.
pink. It's just like, can't say that to Miss O'Malley. No.
Good call, Vicky. Good call.
I
guess
just look
yeah.
obliviously at both of them.
To look at your ankles. So
Yeah, avert your eyes, Gino. Avert your eyes. Speaking of
How come
eyes,
you don't tell? How come you don't tell me to avert my eye? You
Yeah.
can't finish that sentence.
love, I know
yourself
you
laughing.
swing on other side. Come on.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind Juno either. You know, as I finish tying up my skirt.
just Fergus. Fergus, don't look at my ankles.
Only Fergus.
I forget he's there. Have you ever been inside there, Gino? When you
Here?
were
No.
associating with them lot?
Not that I remember. Unless Keeper, was I?
No, not this place. This
Okay.
place is something that they've talked about using before, but they've never really made any moves in this area. Generally, because it's kind of more on Robbie's side of town. But I guess
No,
now that
this-
they have Robbie, they're like, "Hey, this is a nice setup."
Kind of used to be more Robbie's turf over here.
Well, at least if we find Mr. Carl, we'll probably know our way out.
I do know the general layouts of most warehouses. Speaking of which, Keeper,
Yes.
you know how I'm like
Yes.
a procurer lady who like, you know, like, and also like I have like a bunch of children like in safe houses
Yeah,
and
you do.
stuff. Do I have
Mhm.
like a general kind of idea of how these things like would look on the inside to just give everyone a bit more like maybe rough idea of what they would look like
Mm-hmm.
and how to
So
navigate it?
typically, your safe houses aren't quite factory sized. Just
Yeah.
because it's a lot of people to keep that stuff secure.
Mhm.
But you do have like a safe house in the area. You have been through some factories in this district before to kind of make some deals. So you're assuming that if this is like a typical warehouse layout, that the main factory is going to have a lot of old equipment and machinery in there, and the warehouse, it's either going to be open or there's going to be a lot of rooms. Since it was shoes, you're thinking it might lean more towards many rooms because it's smaller, inventory.
Yeah,
But the main
I will.
factory floor is going to be a lot of equipment and stuff.
And that's really good for open fire, so we want to avoid that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So she'll basically relay the kind of general layout of that, and just end with, just to be sure to let you know, this area here you do not want to go, just in case. It's basically a free shooting range for the Americans.
And they'll all have
Mhm.
guns.
Yes.
Of
Small
course they
rooms
will.
are-
They're Yanks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fight fair, none of them.
That's how we do.
A few minutes pass. It's probably been about 20 minutes or so, maybe even a half hour, and then Lou is suddenly just back next to you guys.
Jeez!
Hello, loves.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Good heavens.
What?
Can you make
want me
noise
to
when you walk?
No, it gives you away.
Yeah, kind of what... Oh, never mind. Glad you took my crowbar.
Right, so I had a little pixie-looksy around the place, and there's some Yanks here, and they've all got, you know, pewter shoo guns, and they've got Robbie in the main factory floor area. They're torturing him right now. It looks a bit messy, and they've got a girl up in the warehouse area. Got a couple of big guys guarding her. But if you wanted to get Robbie out, you might, if we make a big ruckus on another part, they'd probably send some of their blokes, you know, that way. Well, they're busy torturing him, trying to figure out what's that noise. Oh, I'm an American. Like that, you know, like they do. No offense, Mr. Jano. Not much,
Oh,
at least.
That was pretty good. That's about it. That's how they sound.
Yeah. So they've got a couple guys on this girl up there, and then they've got a few working on Robbie. The good news is that the factory is got sectioned off, so it's not completely open, and there's a walkabout around the perimeter of it, so we can get some vantage if we want.
I just look
And they get-
straight at Mrs. Cook and just go, girl first.
We can't hear you, Mrs. Cook. Are you feeling all right? Still not, you know, yourself?
Sorry, I'm
from
on a calm
the-
down. Oh wait, no, I'm
Yes.
not. She looks at the detective. Yes, daughter first. How many are there? Do you know? Fingers?
I saw two. I saw two on the other side of the door. I was looking through the window. Not going to be able to get in through the window though, unfortunately. It's all barred shut. At least not without making a lot of noise. But I saw two blokes standing outside a door with guns. And I think I heard a third one walking around in there, but I don't... He might just be walking between two. Maybe just letting them know, we're torturing Robbie. Oh no. What
Between
maybe?
factory, walking around there.
Yeah,
So he's
probably.
in between factory.
So it
and
sounded
warehouse.
like
Right.
steps was when I was listening.
Right. So we go kill those three, get reds, and then we go kill the rest of them. Right.
Sounds great. Lead on, Luke.
Takes the pistol out
All right.
and just loads around.
Might want to keep
There's a
that
couple entrances.
quiet for now. Maybe
Sticks it
hold
down the
off on
front
the
of my
guns.
corset. Just sticks it down the front of my corset. Alright.
Right, so do you want to go in the front door or back door of the warehouse? There's a lot of rooms. So
I mean, I like
normally
Morbone.
go-
You always enjoy going through it back door, so we can always try
I
that.
do, and it's furthest from the factory too, which might be good.
Vicky is just like trying not to like laugh so loudly. So just takes another swig
Right,
of
let's
whiskey
go.
and kind of salutes Mrs. Cook with it.
And with
Just
time,
staring at Vicky confused, like, what are you even?
Vicky will also wink at Gino because yeah, he knows what's up.
And he kind of half nods and then offers an arm again to either Edith and or Letty.
Sure.
Right now, you guys gotta be very quiet.
Just gonna leave the whiskey outside the gate then.
Right, good plan. I'll leave Larry to guard it for you. She puts Larry on the whiskey bottle.
Vicky just kind of looks at Larry and then goes, "You can have a bit, all right? A bit." And then
Just
just
like
keep going.
Right.
So
And
nasty.
I would like I'd like get some things on. Like all of you guys to make me shadow rolls.
Oh, this will be. Ooh.
Okay,
How do we make shadow rolls if we don't have shadow?
If you don't have shadow, just roll me a 2d10.
Cool.
Oh, dear.
I do believe I have my.
I am
Stunt.
rolling spectacularly today.
I do have stunts, so I've got phantom, so I can re-roll if it's bad, which it might
Okay.
be. No, it's great.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah.
I'm quiet old lady.
All right, Letty, would you
I
like?
am
You do
not.
have 2 points of corruption. Would you like to re-roll?
Yeah, I'd like to not like die before, so yes, I will use my corruption for my
Excellent.
depression central. Let's do this.
Depression
God.
syndrome.
Yeah, I got the one that makes me basically apathetic and sad. So
I got illness. That's why I keep lying down.
Thank you.
Much better. 17 is a whole lot better than a 5.
Better than a 5. I'll take my 17, please.
Sure. So you all, even Fergus, yeah, because Fergus did a 13. He didn't do bad. You all move very quietly through the courtyard, past debris, keeping to the larger, crates and stuff, so that you're out in the, open a little less. And you come to the back door of the warehouse, which appears to be locked. Seems Lou just kind of did a
Okay.
perimeter sweep.
In
I get out
fact,
my lockpicks, but then look at Lou like, you want to do the honors?
If you
Or are
want to
gonna-
go, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, it's a learning experience, isn't it? And I will attempt to pick the lock.
Give me a go.
Alright. My lockpick is matched up. Great, let's have a go. Yep, nope. I'm gonna reroll
Oh!
that 'cause I have screwsman. So I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay, yes. Use your screwsman to re-roll that.
Yeah, there's a moment where he's kind of going,
That's
"Am I
a
more like,
nap
a
fail."
pickpocket, and one of them just breaks and he's like, I've got a spare. Very
You've got a
embarrassing.
spare, and you're like, and thankfully you do, because with a crit fail, I probably would have broken the lock and jammed it. But with your re-roll, due to Screwsman, you're able to just break the lockpick, pull out a fresh set, and the door opens.
Kind of looks to Lou like, hey.
I mean, you're learning.
Room for improvement. Got it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Push the door slightly. It's open.
When you
now,
did
isn't
get it, so that's great. It's better than a lot of people would have got. I'm proud of you. She kind of pats you on the shoulder. No, shh.
Puts the lockpicks like back away. It's like,
And you all creep into the warehouse. You see that it's got a couple stories to it. You all are on the first floor. Or the ground floor for you Brits. And there are many, many doors. It seems that this is definitely one with a lot of sections to it. And it kind of, the layout appears to be, you walk in, it appears to be, you think it kind of goes around. You think there's like a section in the center with doors. You kind of see one of them's cracked open. And the center section is wide open. It's a very wide space. And there are doors on the outside of the walls. So it's kind of like a donut, where the center is open, and there's some archways leading to the open center. And then you've got doors all the way around on the outside, where little rooms are. You see that there are old pieces of leather, laces, shoe soles, all the things that you would need to make a bunch of shoes, half moth-eaten, disintegrated shoes lying on the floor. Mostly scooted to the edges of the walls. People have been through here. And where do you guys go? You guys head forward. She's kind of down the other side. you can cut through the courtyard, or the courtyard. You can cut through the center section, or you could go around the edge. What would you like to do?
I personally would think edge. It's safer.
I'll have a look round
Can see
courtyard to
people
see if there's
coming.
anything coming first.
Give me a wit check.
Come on, my old eyes, don't fail me now. 16.
16?
Your old eyes are pretty good.
So you look. You're
It's a belladonna.
It's that nightshade. Yeah, they're not belladonna. You guys can look out. You see. You don't see anyone, but you do hear footsteps receding. You think it's that fellow walking back and forth. It seems he's walking back toward the factory right now.
What are you lot? There's one of them on his own. We gang up on him. We can gank him. Keep him quiet.
Yeah, the hand starts to go to the pistol, and then you say quiet, and it goes back down again.
We don't want them all out here.
Right.
Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who's got something quiet?
She pulls
Yeah,
out her
this-
cane and just slides it out, and she just reveals the cane sword.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty classy.
Thank you.
sword.
Respect, Mrs. Cook.
couple of things.
Well then.
Someone could get his attention, and then we could use your ether to take him down and then kill him quiet, or grab him.
I'm very good at getting people's attention.
There
That
you
you
go.
are, my love.
That's what I do. And
Shall
he
you?
will start he's got tabs on his skirt, so he can pull it up
Mm-hmm.
and make it, like high at the front, and just kind of adjusts the corset, bunches up a bit, adjusts his hat, puts some more rouge on, looks, a bit more ready for it, and kind of goes, all right, so I'll get out there, get him talking, get him something, and you can come round. Yeah? All right. And I will start heading that way, rubbing my arms a bit, looking like I've come in from the cold. I'm just looking for a place to kip and
Okay.
try and find this mark.
Yeah. So he's not terribly hard to find. He just seems to have just passed out into the outer edge again. He looks like he walked through the open space, and he's headed back toward the factory. You're able to catch him before he heads through the walkway to the factory. You catch him in the warehouse still, and he sees you, and he's like, "Hey, what you doing here? Who are you? You're not supposed to be here."
Just looking for a place to sleep. The house threw me out. I just want a quiet place to sleep. Maybe a couple of pennies, maybe, and starts just shifts his hips slightly, kind of dips his shoulder, and is laying it on a bit, kind of moving into the guy's space and just being like, you're not bad looking. You fancy a frolic? Just couple of pennies. Just let me
Give
stay in
me
the wall a bit,
Give me a seduction check.
Yay! Would this
Come on,
be
be a hoe.
Yeah,
Be the hoe I know you are.
Yeah.
Or a charm check.
Hold on, what have I got for charm? Yes, because I get +2 to non-intimidation charm rolls if the character is sexually compatible.
Ooh, I mean, are they sexually compatible is the question now.
I have
That is
haunting
the
beauty,
question.
you
You do have haunting beauty,
Yeah.
and it is a
Ooh.
very dark, dimly lit warehouse. And with you in a
Hey.
skirt, I'm just saying, with you in a skirt,
enough.
he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lady in here. Okay, well, maybe." I'm about to be very surprised on 4 different fronts.
see. Then I'll make a charm roll because I get +2.
Yep. It's not that you're not pretty. It's just that
Can I use a reroll on
it's
that?
confusing.
You
I
wanna see
mean,
if I can
16's
get better?
good.
I like
If you want to
16.
try to get better, you can.
No, I'll leave it.
If you want to try to get better, you can. Okay.
Don't
Okay.
want to overachieve.
Don't want to. I did that.
Not
once.
until in the game.
Actually, I don't want them to actually chloroform him while he's in the middle of something. I mean, that's a bit.
Yeah. So he puts the gun down, kind of puts it back in he's got just tucks it into the back of his pants. Sorry. kicked something under my desk. Doesn't make that much noise. He kind of tucks in the back of his pants. He's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess it is a bit of a stormy night, and thunder kind of cracks above the head. What's your name? There.
Vicky.
Vicky. Wow, Vicky. I'm,
Like, his fingers
Johnny.
are just, like, creeping into, like, the belt. Just kind of, like, pulling him a bit closer. Really trying to keep him facing me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get him.
Mm-hmm.
As like
It's a
Vicky's kind
pleasure
of
to
pulling,
meet you. Mm-hmm.
Letty will
Yeah.
actually kind of like slowly kind of creep up from behind him and like a little she's using a little chloroform rag basically.
Mm-hmm.
And as like he's like hey, she would kind of like almost wrap her arms almost like to hug him, but then over his face.
All right. Let's have this chloroform go. So, I would like you just to give me a coordination check or a melee brawl attack check, just to see if you can get in there quick enough.
Can I
without
assist
him
in any
noticing you.
way? Like, when I see her coming, can I, like, grab his wrists, something to just, you know, give her a bit of a
Yeah.
hand so he doesn't claw her?
Yeah, you can do that. That'll give a +2.
Cool.
So I got a +4. Yes. 15? 15? Yes.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
15. You're able to get the rag around him. Now you do know chloroform does take a sec to kick in, so he's gonna probably be struggling for a bit. And I'm guessing this is where Gino probably comes in.
I was going to name him in the crotch, but yeah, definitely. Stab.
I mean, you could do that too. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
I don't think we can overkill at this point, so yeah.
Yeah.
The knee comes up, the knife
Make a
goes in.
vitality check. It's gonna make a vitality check. Let's see. Oh, he does awful on his vitality check, so he's gonna KO pretty quick here, so long as y'all are able to keep the rag on his face. So give me melee fighting rolls, just to see if you how quiet you can keep him because he's trying to make a ruckus at this point.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna get, like, I guess thanks to Vicky holding them down and all that, I'll keep my little 4 there. So let's just roll and pray for the best. Wow, that's
While they're all
not
doing
terrible.
that and he's struggling, can I just like try and stab him in the throat?
Ooh,
Yeah, give me
make a
melee brawl
gurgle
check.
noise.
Sure. I'll do it with my good old cane sword, and that'll be a +3. So
I'm just going to
Excellent.
keep hold of his wrists, because I'm not really good at melee. It's not
oh,
Vicky's
that's not
thing.
good. 9.
Since Edith went for the throat, I'm on the other side, and I go for lungs.
We're just really like Ides of marching this guy.
All right.
Exactly.
So, Greybeard, you definitely hit. Unfortunately, Humble, you do not. You're able to keep the chloroform rag on him. Letty and Vicky, you were trying to.
No, I'm just
Ma'am,
holding on
was
to
it-
his
was it-
wrists. Yeah.
You're just
I
holding
think
on to his
I'm
wrist. Okay.
Yeah. While I quickly look
Sure,
up my
sure,
combat
sure.
reference, because I didn't have it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, he is going to try to. He does. Are you wearing any armor, Letty?
I'm not a combatant, so no.
So no. Okay. I just had to ask if you had armor under that dress. It's fine. So.
I have a corset. It's whalebone.
It does help. So what is your coordination?
My coordination is +2.
+2, so 13. So he will get an elbow in on you as he's being held, but his other arm, he's gonna elbow you back. It's probably not gonna deal a lot of damage, but let's see.
We'll see.
If he hits somewhere. So it's only plus his vitality. He's not the healthiest guy. 12. Yeah, no, you're fine. You take you're like a oof. You're gonna have some bruised ribs, but not enough to actually take any damage from this. And the rest of you, roll me damage, Greybeard, just which would be
That's what
2d10 plus your vitality.
Okay. So I forgot all about how that works.
And then
so
plus you have a dagger, so that'll probably be an additional +2 because my sword is a +4 as Magdalena. So 2d10 vitality +2.
So, wait, that didn't look right. But okay, yep. He must.
All right, so unless you'd like to re-roll that.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Sure.
Better.
14. Yeah. So with the 14, you are able to deal a good bit of damage straight to his torso. Let's see what complication he gets, because these complication tables are so much fun. If it's broken ribs, I'm going to laugh.
Broken ribs.
So, let's see. Wound table. Here we go. Yep, it's a serious wound to his torso. So, can you please roll me 2d10?
Yep.
Just to see what happens.
Stabby Gino living up to his name.
7.
See?
You stab him so hard, he gets fractured hip.
Fractured hip! Oh no.
Why did you?
Fracture his hip. You stab him so hard.
Why did you stop his
but
hip?
it does. Let's see.
Oh, he's trying to avoid me. I'm standing in
Negative
front of
3
him.
to coordination. Ouch. Yeah, he's not great.
The
And
last second he saw me coming and he jumped.
it was when he was trying to elbow Letty. He rose up a little bit, and
you're trying to stab around me because I'm like pressed up
Yeah.
against the dude.
So you break hips. Ouch, that sounds incredibly painful.
Won't be able to
But
sit down
he's
for a week.
not
I'm not in a
quite
fun
down yet. So, if everyone wants to give me one more attack, you could probably finish him off this round. He is going to try to break free and make a noise now that he has broken hips, though.
Okay, now I'm
I'm
gonna
still
name
gonna
him
try
the
to hold him
crotch.
down.
So, can you please give me a coordination check, Vicky?
Oh,
14? Yeah, plus coordination.
that wasn't
I
my
guess me as well to
coordination.
keep him.
Okay.
Hold on. That was
Okay.
just I wanted to name in the crotch. Coordination.
Oh, okay.
is 13.
13. All right. So yeah, you're able to knee him in the crotch and keep a hold of him. He is not able to break free to kind of pull down off of the thing to make any noise. And
Just kinda go, shush, 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 shush. Just shut up and die.
I'm guessing that 16's to shank him, Edith. All right. Roll me 2d10 plus vitality plus I think your sword cane is gonna be +2 or +3. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, that's some damage. How would you like to kill him? You are muted, my dear.
There we go. As he's sort of having his hip just broken, as Gino's going in for the second stab, you just see on the other side, he just sees a point of silver come out of his neck as I just stab it all the way through and then wrench forward.
And it's the first time you guys actually see Gino smile, like a real, genuine smile. And he was just ready to plunge into the guy's heart or something, and then the thing comes out, and he's like, he puts it down.
Vicky looks very manic as he's still like holding on to this guy's wrist and just like staring him in the face. It's like,
I just look like I'm gonna puke.
Lou is just quietly clapping her hands to the side, and Fergus is he's got an
Yeah.
expression on his face of like, well, okay then, all right, because he didn't have a melee weapon. He wasn't gonna try to get in with the butt of his gun with that many people in close quarters. So
Yeah.
Gino will
All right,
start
then.
dragging him away and kind of
Oh,
pat him down.
Vicky's gonna nick his gun first
Mm.
because he had
Yep.
a pistol.
You're able to nick
Vicky's gonna dig
his
that out
pistol.
of his back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Nick his pistol.
So you nick his
Stick it
pistol. You pat him down, Gino.
in the closet as well.
Let's see. Let's see here. Find. Roll a thing. He's got 2 pounds on him.
Okay. It's talking more like other weapons, but
No, it
Grab
looks
it.
like he just had the pistol. And 2
Alright.
pounds.
I'm just
I slide
examining
him.
the pistol to
Great.
see if it's loaded.
It is. It is loaded. Looks like it's got 4 shots in it.
I just stick it in my corset next to mine.
Excellent. Just guns a-blazing. I love it. Love it. So, you drag him off to one of the little warehouse rooms, put him in there, close the door, and Lewis said, "They're right around the corner. Right around there. They're right around the corner."
Yeah, we'll go and hide then.
Mm-hmm. So, as after that little kerfuffle scuffle, I would like everyone to make me shadow rolls again as you try to stealth up on these 2 blokes that appear to be having.
Reroll.
Okay,
Okay.
much better.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't know if I want to spend my last reroll.
You don't have to. I mean, you still have the main room to go through, so.
Ye-
You know, and if they hear us, we can
Like
always
that?
just shoot them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
I guess I
You did get rid of the walk between, so it's just these 2 guys outside of the door,
Yeah.
and then whatever blokes are in the warehouse.
It's fine. My skirt's up. They can think I'm doing what Vicky was trying to do at school. Stare at my ankles, please, and not the rest of the people behind me.
Fergus is trying very hard not to look at your ankles.
They're good
Out of
ankles.
respect.
Mhm.
There are some good ankles, though. So you guys, you're not as quiet as you were before, probably from that adrenaline that's coursing through after having dealt with that guy in the hallway. And you kind of creep up. You're still fairly quiet, though, but you creep up a bit, and one of you just... Let's see, who rolled lowest? Yeah. Letty, your foot kind of steps on an old shoebox, and it just kind of has a bit of a crumble to it.
I curse all shoemakers. Under my breath.
Curse you, Norman!
Oh,
And
my rival.
shoemaker. And you hear... Johnny? Hey, Johnny!
I
Yeah.
nudged Gino.
yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of look around to see if there's any place to hide, then realizing there's not, I'll just kind of look over at Vicky and how Vicky was, and was like, let's just pull down my collar.
Vicky has a look on his face like, oh, honey, no.
I don't know. I can't hide.
Edith doesn't even try. It's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're still around the corner. You kind of just peeked around. It seems that they've heard you from just around the corner. And he's like, Johnny, why are you still hanging around here? You're supposed to tell the boss, Mickey. Well, this dame's ready.
Well,
Ready to bring her in. Ready to get her worked over. I mean, I don't think she knows much of anything, but loose ends and all that, you know?
yeah. There's one of the street dames over here. Found her walking around.
What? I'll bring her in too, I guess. You can just off the both of them.
All right. And I look at Vicky like, come on, you know.
Yeah, and I just kind of like offer my arms. We can like grab and pull me.
And then I got the gun out.
Take one of the pistols and like have it behind my skirt, just like ready to fire.
Gino.
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check to see if you can recognize this voice.
Intelligence. Oh, my high. Oh no, not my high number. Oh.
That's not my high number on Lilith. I feel that.
Not my high
I made
number.
one dumb character.
Ooh.
That's okay. You got a 20. You recognize this as Tony the Butcher.
Oh, I must think Tony's cute. I recognize his voice. Okay. All right. Gotta do what we gotta do.
I've got a pistol out and just behind my skirt, and I'm giving Gino my other arm.
Yeah. So I'm like, holding, and then I got the.
Give me an. I want just to see. Can I have an acting check from you, Vicky?
Oh, sure.
Vicky. Like, I actually have that as a skill.
If you want to roll acting too, Gino,
have
you
it
can.
as a
Try to pull it off.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use a reroll on that.
Oh, is that your? Yeah.
Come on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gee. Oh my
Very
gosh. So you are just falling into it. You're perfect street harlot in distress.
That's acting.
Oh no,
that,
I've fallen in with the mob. And Gino, you didn't really know this Johnny terribly well, so you're trying to you're like, how was he walking before we shanked the shit out of him? All right, yeah, okay. And Fergus is walking just a couple steps behind the two of you, just on the edge with his pistol out, and he's ready to assist.
Just as you
walk around
the corner, Vicky's like pulling at the arm, going, "I was only trying to make a few bob. All right, look, I'll get out your way. I'll leave. I just wanted somewhere nice to sleep. I mean, a bit of a frolic. I think that's a fair shout." And just like mouthing off so that the focus is more on him.
Yeah, and I'll kind of, so that they see Vicky a little more than Gino, and then I'll step out around.
Yeah.
And then I'll step out around and just let the first one have it.
Yeah. Soon as
Edith.
he lifts his gun, I'll lift mine at the other.
You wanted to add something? I saw the hand.
Sorry.
Oh, I think me and Letty will just follow behind the detective.
Cool.
I'm just thankfully pulling my collar back up, like, oh, phew, thank God, didn't happen.
Excellent. So, you two walk around the corner, and you do see Tony the Butcher. And you see that there is a faint candlelight coming from that room that they're standing in front of. And you hear shuffling from inside of there. Tony the Butcher.
Is it just Tony, or is there someone else?
You think there's someone else who stepped inside of the room.
All right. Okay.
But it's just Tony in the hallway for the second. But Tony is built like a brick house. He's not quite as big as Ricky, but he's the next one in line, basically. And he's like, let's see if he notices that you're not Johnny. He's not very smart, so he's all brains, all brawn, no brains. Oh, but he's like, you're not Gino, what the fuck are you doing here? And he's got I want you all to roll initiative, please, which is going to be your, let's see, let me pull the stats. I know what those are.
Something to do with prowess, isn't it?
Yes, it's prowess. Thank you. I was looking for the right word.
Yeah. I know this because of my corruption. Prowess. I take a -1 to my prowess. Because I didn't sleep. And I'm a sickly boy. Yeah, it shows.
Alright.
This
is going to be
Edith.
Ooh! Ooh. Gino, look at you. Fast draw.
Prowess?
On the ball.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Should be I think +5.
Yeah. I only have +4 because of my corruption affects my
Mhm.
virus. Because I'm ill.
So
I'm
Letty's
really
going
doing the
last.
1-2. Oh my god, what's it with threes?
There's like guns. Letty's like, whoa.
Yeah,
Guns,
basically. It's just
ankles.
like,
It's all happening now.
All right. So it looks like we've got Gino, Edith, Fergus, and then Tony the Butcher, followed by Vicky, and lastly, Letty. Gino, you want to get that shot off?
Yeah.
Get 2 actions.
Okay. So. And. Oops. Always do that.
It's all good. So, your pistol.
Yep. And I've got the. I don't have the stats down for it. I don't know why I forgot to write those in, but I've got the heavy revolver.
Excellent. Oh, the heavy revolver. Whoo, that
Ooh.
one hurts. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Heavy?
I'm guessing the one I pulled out of
Revolver.
Mr. Man's trousers was just a revolver.
Just a revolver, yes.
Oh, good. So it's got
All
the
right,
same
so
stats as mine.
your damage modifier is +9 on a heavy revolver.
Okay. And then
Yeah. I see.
under pistol, this is my preferred weapon, so I got a
+7.
+1. Yep.
Wait, +7,
so-
not +9. I was reading the wrong revolver.
So
But still.
+8 then. And 2d10.
Yep, so for your attack is going to be your pistol attack, and then but your damage will have a +7.
Yeah.
so-
So the attack was. Oh wait. The attack was 12. Then
12 is unfortunately not enough.
Then I will use my
to-
last reroll.
Put some hurt on him. Excellent.
And
Yeah,
so,
he's got some armor on. He's got a little
alright.
something. It's like a butcher. He's got a big leather butcher's apron on. It's some armor.
And how about 17?
17 will hit him in. Ooh, nice. That's going to be an incapacitating wound. Yeah, that's real good. Were you aiming for a specific? Oh, actually, no, that's to the hit location. So you hit. Sorry, I'm still getting used to DMing combat in this
Alright.
system. So at the 17, yeah, that definitely hits him in the right leg. You hit him right in the
Okay.
leg. Now roll me damage, which is going to be 2d10 plus vitality plus 7.
Oh, jeez. And then +1 for preferred weapon, so 11
Oof.
together.
An 11 altogether. That's going to be a nasty hit. 23. So, when you deal more than 21 damage in a hit, that's an insta-kill in this system.
In the leg.
So-
You hit him.
So you hit him, you
oh my god.
basically blast his leg off with your heavy pistol, and a cry, a scream, "Ah, my fucking leg!" And as he falls over, just blood,
Femoral artery.
Yeah,
Blood.
artery.
Do I
He's
get the cool horror movie attractive blood spray across my dragon's
Yes.
face?
one most definitely 100%. Y'all are still 15 feet away, but you know when you hit an artery and you kill a man by shooting him in the leg, it happens sometimes. So, just he's gone, and yeah, that was certainly something. You still have one more attack, one more action if you'd like to use it now. You can you can move around some. You can reload your gun. What would you like to do?
I'll rush down the hall since I still have 5 rounds, and I don't want them to hurt the girl.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So, you rush down the hall, and you get to the doorway, and you see a woman who looks a lot like Jackie the janitor, that woman who was described to you as Tony the Butcher's wife. And you do recognize Poppy, Red. She is tied to a chair, kind of in the corner of the room. Looks like Jackie was about to, messing with the bonds, but when she heard the gunshot, a shotgun has come up. So, that's where you two are standing. I believe someone else gets to go first, though. So, Edith, yep, you're next.
Hello. Alright, so Gino's just running, right?
Yeah, you heard, wow, you see a man with a missing leg, walls coated in red. I'm in this warehouse, and wearing a big butcher's coat and a knife on the floor.
Did he have a gun, though?
He did not have a gun, it seems. Seems like he had a big butcher's knife.
Well, I'm okay with the butcher's knife. I'm gonna catch up the butcher's knife because I'm good with melee weapons. And I'm gonna head in after Gino and see what I see.
Yep. So you see Red tied to a chair with about 5 feet from her, Jackie the janitor.
Alright. So I have 2 actions, right?
You used one to get all the way over here. So.
Alright, I'm gonna use my other action then to dodge because she has a bloody shotgun. So I'm gonna try and take cover and dodge.
Excellent, yeah. That's a good call. Alright, so I think we're over to Fergus's turn. He's gonna spend an action getting around over there. And then he's gonna try to shoot with his pistol at Jackie the janitor before she can get that shotgun blast off. Fortunately, he misses. So, shot goes wide. He's like, shite! And it is now, I believe, say 1, 2, 3. Vicky, you go after.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
I didn't say Shiza, he said shite.
I know, that's what I thought you said. No, that's why I was like, huh?
No, he's not quite German. He's Scottish. Very exaggerated. But yeah, Jackie's gonna be like, you shot. I know it's bad. I need to work on it again.
No.
I did Irish for too long.
It's not Scotch. It's crap.
It's true. She's like, you shot my husband. Gonna have to do a bit of cleanup, it seems. And she's gonna shoot at you, Gino.
I'm gonna try and call out, yeah, your husband's a fat bastard, so good luck with that, love. Try and put her off.
Alright, so she's gonna try to shoot at you. Oh, she misses with her first hit. So she cocks the shotgun. She wasn't quite on her feet yet, but she's gonna try to shoot again. That one's gonna hit you, I believe. Unless you'd like to sacrifice one of your actions next round to try to dodge.
So Gino, just was thinking, save the girl. And, he kind of stepped into the doorway and then realized there's a shotgun pointing at him. So, yeah, I'll sacrifice an action this round to kind of try to grab some door jam.
Excellent. All right, so dodge, I'm going to need you to... Sorry. I gotta find the exact rules. I know it's 2d20 plus some stuff, because that's everything in this game.
2d20 or 2d10, I assume.
2d10, yes, thank you.
Plus prowess?
The D&D bleed over. Alright.
What is our base armor? Because I want to know if something...
It's 11.
Okay.
And then you have like more armor to specific locations if you've
Yeah,
bought any.
I've got a 1 point to torso and 1 point to head if I'm wearing my respirator.
Nice.
Yep. All right. So what did you get?
I didn't know what to add to it.
2d10.
Is
I'm
it-
looking. I'm reading. We can add it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Characters holding. Yes. Plus wit.
Plus wit. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh wait, no, it's coordination. Sorry, Perry's wit. Coordination.
coordination.
So
Got
plus your coordination, sir.
it. And that, and there, and go. Ooh.
You are able to dodge it. Just barely. The shotgun.
It's a grimace of, that was stupid, Gino. You need to kill this individual. It's in his head, though. He doesn't-
So you do not get hit at all. You're able to roll around to the doorway, and you are a-okay. And she's pissed. But Vicky, it's your turn now.
Vicky has no sense of self-preservation and is going to use his first action to walk into the room with his gun up, and is going to use his second action to shoot at the person holding a weapon, or the person
Go
not
for it.
tied to a chair.
Do it.
21.
That definitely hits. Roll me your damage.
All right. What is damage again? It's vitality plus.
Vitality plus your pistol damage modifier.
Which is
Yeah.
5. It was 15.
15? Yeah, that definitely hits Jackie the janitor and is, I believe, a serious wound. Yes, it's a serious wound. So, I must see where you shot her. I believe that's the torso. Can you roll me your damage?
I thought that was
your
my damage.
15. Sorry, my bad. Well, roll me
Sorry.
2d10 to see what complications she gets.
D10. Yes, come on, fractured rib.
Broken ribs. So let's see.
It's traditional.
What did you get? What did you get on the 16? I think that might be broken ribs. Let me see. So much scrolling. I need a shortcut document. All right. So just double checking my stuff here. Yeah, you hit in the torso. Complication is. Come on. Torso. 16. You skipped over broken ribs and went straight to major organ damage.
Yay! That's even better.
Yeah, so Jackie loses 1 point of vitality and has to make a will roll to see if they can take any actions next turn. So I'll just roll that now. See if she's stunned. She is able to fight through this major organ damage, and she kind of racks the shotgun again, but she's hurt. Letty.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
When Vicky fires off the shot, by the way, he just goes, "Rule goddamn Britannia," and fires. Because it's not, attempted murder without nationalism.
Respect for me, Edith.
Yeah.
Rock on, my dude.
Letty, you hear a lot of gunshots going off, and Vicky saying some cool stuff, making some shots.
Yeah,
like
for
to
my
do?
first action, I'll kind of gingerly run over the corpse to kind of get into the room,
Yeah.
see what's happening.
Bloody shoes.
Yeah, very. I'm assuming dead man all over, his
All
legs
over.
blown up, and then
there's blood on the ceiling.
and then the lady looks like she's about to shoot them again, right?
Yeah, she looks crazy and
despite
she's
how,
about to shoot y'all. Despite her major organ damage.
So like so she looks like some giant like monstrosity apparently. If that is the case,
It looks like she has a couple, one less kidney, maybe less of a liver, and she got some like spleen hanging out.
yeah. Would it be considered an action run all the way to her though? Is the question.
No, you can get all the way over to her if you want.
If that is the case, yeah. If that is the case, she kind of like pauses a little bit to like give a little, and then she'll like kind of very like lightly just skip on over to her. I was like, oh, bother! I'm very sorry about this. Pull out her hat pin and basically stick it in her eye.
All right, so you're making an aimed attack for the head. Can you make me an attack roll? But because you're aiming for the head, if you hit, I believe it does extra damage, but it's going to be harder to hit. -3 to hit. So
-3 to hit, and I have a melee weapon, so that's a 2, which means a -1.
okay, but if you do hit, it does a lot of damage.
Stick her in the eye.
14. I'm not sure if that'll hit.
14 will hit.
Yay!
Please roll me your damage +5.
I actually don't know what a pepper-coated hat pin would be.
So we'll say because it is such a small thing, we'll give it a +1.
Okay.
But +1 plus your vitality +5. So
Okay, so
and
that
an
would...
extreme burning sensation.
Okay, that would be 9 + 9 for that. A 17?
17. Excellent. Can you roll me 2d10? Just to see what complication she has. She still might be up. Let me look at this
16.
head complication. 16? Disoculated. One of the character's eyes is damaged or disoculated.
And that works out! She was like...
That's how perfect. Yeah, permanently blind in this eye. She's gonna... Yeah, that's great. Lost eye. She's gonna -2 in perception rolls and stuff.
Satisfied.
Yes. Yes. She's got hat pin in the eye, guts hanging out, but she's still up just for now, so till we come back around to Gino.
Ah.
This woman's a legend.
She's Jackie the Janitor.
So since I ducked last round, I'll just sort of lean in the door.
You can shoot once.
Yep. I lean in the door and I'm like, so that's how you do. Looking at all the ladies in the room already, and then just and Vicky. No offense.
None taken, darling.
All right. So is yep. Plus these.
That'll
17
hit.
All right.
Phew, from that damage.
Yep. And that's
So vitality +5.
Oops. Nope. Sorry about that. That is wrong.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, no, I did roll it right. Right? Yeah. Okay. 2d10 +5. 7. No, that was the first one. I dropped the
Yeah,
dice
roll your
somewhere.
damage now. It's all good.
19.
19. Oh, I believe that's going to be a head wound again. Or a heavy head wound. I'm determining where you shot her. Let's see.
Okay.
I shot her in the torso. So roll me 2d10. It's bad though. This is a serious, very bad wound. I just want to see what happens as this is going to take her out. I just want to see if she gets broken ribs. That's how she gets taken out. 11.
Insult.
It is. You break her ribs, and as the shot goes through, kind of bounces around the rib cage a bit, like bullets sometimes do, and she dies, drops the shotgun. Which,
Rib
let's see if the shotgun goes off as she drops it.
fragments shoot through the rest of her organs.
Yeah. Shotgun does not go off as she drops it as she hits the ground. So. That was a lot of firefight that just went on. There's a look in the room, a little hazy, and Poppy's kind of sitting there. She's bound and gagged. She's like,
I run in, head and head to my daughter. It's alright. Shh. It's me.
You take the gag out. She's like,
Yeah.
What the bloody hell are you doing here, Mum?
Rescuing your sorry ass. And she gets the butcher's knife.
I
and just
appreciate it.
through it.
Careful. She doesn't look too beat up. She looks like she's been like roughed around a little bit, but nothing major.
And she'll
Few
like grab her
bruises.
chin and like tell her like, what have they done to you, those bastards, eh?
Nothing yet. I think they're about to off me, but I didn't really know anything. I didn't see nothing. I just walked in at the end, so I didn't really have anything to say.
God damn it, Poppy. You've got to get home, alright? And if I don't come back,
I will,
you know
I will.
you know what to do. You're running place when
Yeah.
I'm gone. Okay?
Yeah. Be careful, Mum.
Gino reloaded and is watching the door.
She hugs. She gives you a big hug, Edith.
Yeah, she kisses her on the side of her head.
They've got
And if you
Robbie.
go awakes,
He was screaming earlier, but I think it's gone down a bit now. Maybe they're taking a break.
well, we're going to go and try and get Mr. Carr out and see if we can establish some order back in here. But you need to get home.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, I think another way.
And she pulls out like one of her combat knives and gives that over. You stab any bastard that comes for you, alright?
I will.
Just how I taught you.
Thank you, Mum.
Vicky
She kinda
kind of
gives
like takes
you all.
the pistol that he nicked from the body and kind of holds it out, like, just in case you don't want to get too close or anything. It's got 3 shots left in it.
She'll take it. Thank you. And book it out.
Gino, real quick, looks at it, makes sure that the safety's off.
Yeah.
Puts it back in her hand.
I just used it! Of course the safety's off.
Oh, I thought it was the other one you didn't use.
I'm
This
not
was the
using
one
my
from your-
own shot on these people.
Ah, gotcha.
It's too good for him.
Like,
Yeah,
again,
so
no offense.
she...
I'd have to
Sorry.
take the cartridges out of my skirts.
Just check it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I will now.
Fergus is
load
reloading
my
his
own gun.
pistol as well. Put an extra bullet in. And Lou's like, if you see a whiskey bottle with a slug out there, leave it alone if you know it's good for you. And she's like, right, okay.
Get home safe, love.
Of course, Mum, she only gets a little lost on the way back home. She got an 11 on her streetwise. She gets back home though. She does make it. So y'all have a second to breathe. You've got 2 bodies on the floor here, and you all just made a lot of noise.
Yep. I'm gonna just like quickly just pluck out my hairpin from her eyeball, look for like a cloth that's not blood soaked, and just very gingerly wipe it off before considering putting it back in my hat. And was like, puts it away. Just like, right, we should probably take cover. There will probably be more people coming here, right?
Probably. Scoop up the shotgun and pat the what is left of Vicky. Not Vicky. The janitor. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie the janitor.
Jackie.
Sorry, that's why I said Vicky.
All the
I was like,
American characters have these.
there's an E in this somewhere.
No,
Not.
there's a lot of them.
Why?
Tony, Jackie, Jimmy, Sally, Ricky, Mickey. You know, I didn't start this naming convention.
All
You
the
can
E.
blame Hollow for that.
I will. Don't worry.
Excuse
Okay.
me, I
I
was
bet- I
named
just
after
put
Queen
my-
Victoria.
And if you notice, I don't have the
Named
E
Victor.
from Gino.
Are you sure it's not short for
That's
Giovanni?
why you defected.
No.
Oh.
No, that's why I'm on the other team.
Okay. Yeah,
No
you
E,
didn't
your
have
name
a
gotta
last name
leave.
that ended in an E. You had it.
Yeah.
It's just so much
You did
wrong.
Yes. Yeah, so she sort of looks over at the rest of them. Are we going to do this kind of a lead everyone in here and kill them kind of way, or are we actually going to hide and walk around? They will investigate this.
I'm thinking we could probably
Yeah,
leave
probably
out
don't
back.
have long.
If we leave bodies out front, they'll go there first. If we go out back, might get away, get into the warehouse, get Robbie out.
Blue.
And if
We
not-
could
Way
always
around.
set this place on fire, and that way when they come out, it'll be a big distraction.
If we go to second story of warehouse, is like a little cross bridge thing, and it loops around the outside of the inside. It's like a catwalk around the factory floor, so you can look down.
Excellent spot, Lou.
Yeah, just gotta go up to second story of this place first. Stairs right around the corner.
Okay. Yep, I'll get the janitor's shit and then head up.
I am going to kick both the bodies and spit on them before following Mrs. Cook.
I'll sling the shotgun over my shoulder, as you do, as an old lady, as an old lady does. Does she have any ammo on her?
She's got a few, like 4 extra shells.
Okay, 4 shells. I'm ready to kick some ass. 4 shells, shotgun. Sweet. Okay. Nothing else
So
interesting
y'all
on
walk
her?
up.
Cleaning supplies for my pub.
She does have a pair of rubber gloves,
Rubber gloves
which
are
is
useful.
yeah,
Mhm.
kind of hard to get to a certain extent. So she's got a pair of rubber gloves. She's got some borax, some lye soap. She's got some salt. You know, basically all the things that are really good for taking blood out of things.
Oh, that's excellent. I need this.
You-
I'll just make a
probably
little
gonna
bag
need
of
that
bags of
tonight.
cleaning supplies and just I'll look around. I'll just look at Gino. Can you hold my shopping for me?
Yeah.
Great.
Vicky is
Cheers,
just like
love.
slightly covered in arterial spray.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put
Looking like a
borax on your
horror
lovely
show.
face. And somehow, Vicky, you make it work.
Not the first time.
Probably not your last, love.
It's
Shall
open.
we?
After you, miss.
All right, so you guys head up the stairs up to the second story of the warehouse, and you do see the catwalk that Lou was talking about. It looks a bit precarious. It doesn't look like the safest. I mean, this building hasn't been maintained in years, probably a couple decades. But it's there, and you can hear some talk. You can hear footsteps. Give me wit checks, everybody, to see what you guys can hear.
I can't roll wit.
That's okay. So, Edith, you hear some footsteps from down below you guys. You're guessing a couple people have been sent to check out why there was a loud burst of gunfire for about 30 seconds, and you also hear murmured conversation from up ahead. Because you guys are just in the start. You're not quite in the factory yet. Definitely Americans. You do hear what sounds to be one British accent. Betting it's Robbie. As you get closer, you can make out, "All right, Robbie, I didn't want it to have to come to this." And you hear Robbie say, "Yeah, you're full of shit." And then you hear a, "Now, is that any way to talk to a fellow gang leader?" "No, I didn't think so. But Robbie, you didn't learn your lesson. You didn't shut down, you didn't clear out, and you didn't join up. So we're gonna have to just work you over. Not because you know things. Without you, your gang's gonna fall apart. But because of the disrespect. And you're pretty sure this is Mickey. And
Okay.
That's what you hear as you guys approach.
Can we see over the? Are we across the walk now? Or...
Yeah, you're walking across. You kind of come across, and you see that there is lots of old machinery in here.
Mm-hmm.
Big conveyor belts, all that, the works. And you can see that there is some light kind of in the center of the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some lanterns, some candles. You're a bit far, it's a big factory. But you can see there's several conveyor belts and stuff. You see it looks to be Robbie tied up to a chair with about 5 people gathered around him. 5-6 people.
Okay. Is there any cover on this upper walkway?
There's not cover on the catwalk itself. It's, kind of like a grate kind of material. I mean, it could provide some cover, being a grate, but, the holes are like... You're glad you're not really wearing stilettos. Let me just put it that way.
Is there a way to get
but
down?
There are a few ladders that lead down to the factory floor, you're guessing, so people could come up, check, walk around the catwalk, check, make sure everything was working properly. So you could walk across the far end. There appears to be a ladder kind of close to where you guys are at, one on the far side and one closer to the middle. But the closer you get, the more likely you are to be hurt. And there is actually a decent bit of cover on the factory floor due to the sheer amount of machinery that is in here.
I suggest we get down, maybe try and surround him as best we can. We've all got range now, right?
Look
You
at
got a
Letty.
shotgun. Yeah, look at Letty. Like,
She's just been pale ever since the first person got killed. Shaking slightly.
well, if we can get enough of them busy, then Miss O'Malley can always go in and get Robbie and try and get him to cover, and then we can burn him.
I like that idea.
I do have a felt cutting knife. It's sharp enough for rope. More than...
What? And just like Vicky just reaches into her skirts and pulls out bolt cutters, glass cutters, wire cutters.
You can have this cleaver if you want
A
it.
metal file, just like any of these do rope. I'm not really a rope person.
She
Not
just
anymore, not
holds
after
out
that
her
time that Harry forgot how to do them. Never mind.
I can work with rope.
Yeah, I kind of just hold out my regular my really sharp can cut furs and pelts knife, and she's like, I use this. It's
Good.
nice.
And I just leave all of the cutters on the floor. Is there any way me down?
All right. So then, what do you suggest we do? Get down?
Probably.
Best bet for
Is there
cover, innit?
I'll have a look out behind us to see if anyone's, if they're in the factory, if they're investigating anything.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem that the people who are in the factory are really investigating.
Sorry, the
anything.
warehouse.
The warehouse. You're keeping your ear out still. You're guessing that maybe because it's they had to take a right or left. They probably took maybe the long way around to get to them. So you haven't heard any shouts yet from there, but probably soon.
Okay. I'm gonna try and quietly get down the ladder.
Okay, the nearest ladder.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. You're far enough away that they're not, unless you're like, clang, 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 they're not gonna hear you.
Yep.
So you're all able to make it down the nearest ladder.
I'm gonna take cover to probably one side. I'm gonna try and basically get a nice shot line towards Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Rest the barrel of the shotgun there and take aim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're gonna have to get a little closer with the shotgun than you would with a pistol, but...
Okay, that's
Give
fine.
me stealth checks, everybody.
Okay.
Once Mrs. Cook has hit the ground floor, I'm gonna do exactly the same but take the other side so that I can, provide her a bit of cover. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Nice. Everyone broke double digits. Good, good, good. So, everyone's fairly quiet. Gino is... You scuff against a little something, but it doesn't seem to draw their attention. They're pretty focused on Robbie right now. And y'all have moved quickly enough that no one behind in the warehouse has come back this way yet. So, you're all able to stealth forward and get into positions fairly close around. You see that Robbie is chained to the floor. He is sitting in a chair, and he looks bad. He looks real rough. He looks like he's had the shit beat out of him for about a day and a half. You see standing to one side of him is a woman with severely slicked back hair, blonde, pulled up into a tight bun. She's got an apron on. She almost looks like a nurse's outfit underneath it. But to the table next to Robbie, you see that there is a wide variety of scalpels and what looks to be torture implements. You see some thumb screws in there, all sorts of things. You see that there is a midget man who has got a hammer in his hands, and he's got pocket pistols, like, holstered on either side. You know that this is Gino. And you're guessing that it's Sally Skinner is the one currently working over Robbie. Mickey is sitting kind of on a bench, and there appears to be two other lackeys that are with him. They look to be twins. You think you recognize them as Billy and Willie? Why their parents both named them William, you don't know, but...
This is gonna be ugly. I just kind of say quietly to the group.
Good. And I'll, if everyone's in position, take aim and fire at that bastard Mickey's head.
As you go, I stop and I'm like, maybe, start some of them on fire first.
Fine. And I'll pull out the Molotov cocktail instead. They're all on a nice bench, right? They're all in like a nice little line?
They're all around the same vicinity.
Great.
What are you doing? Sorry. My green screen's just moving, like...
You've got the ghost.
As you can't tell. It's the cat.
No, we can't tell.
Yeah, I get it.
If we've moved into position, if like Edith is at like 12 o'clock, I've moved around to like around 4. I'm keeping Mrs. Cook in line of sight as much as I can, so I know when stuff's going down. But I'm trying to get as far like onto the other side of the lads as I can. So if she fires and I fire, they have to turn right around to try and focus on me. So flanking, I'm flanking basically.
Yeah, you're flanking, but trying to not be in direct line of fire as Edith is, because you don't want to be opposite. So
not with a shotgun.
L shapes. L shapes.
L shapes.
I've got my pistol. Yeah. L shapes. Goodness.
I mean, if you want to form up opposite each other, I won't stop you, but...
I mean, I'll be fine. Like, I've got range on my pistol, so I'm staying out of shotgun fire range, but no. Fergus is next to Letty, because he's got a pistol, and he wants to make sure she's good from ranged fire. And y'all don't know where Lou went. You haven't seen her. She disappeared again. Woman's a fucking ghost.
So
she'll do what she wants.
And it's about at this time that you hear, Boss, the girl's gone! Tony and Jackie are dead!
Throw that Molotov.
Alright. For a thrown weapon. Goodness, let me see.
I am aiming.
Cocktail. Yeah, we will use, we'll just use, ranged for that.
That's fine. I don't have anything other than melee, so I think it'll just be a straight 5.
So it's gonna be, yep.
Okay. I'm gonna probably use rerolls on this, depending on how it goes. Ooh, I mean, I don't know how an area of attack would do.
I'm reading rules.
Okay. Let them burn, GM. Let them burn.
I am reading. They don't have Molotov cocktails in here, but they do have
Burn, baby,
explosives.
burn.
So
I mean, that's pretty much the same, you know.
Oh wait, hold on. I can see thrown weapons. Is that helpful?
I'm going more
Bounce
forward to
weapons
see
can
what
be thrown.
damage is going to get dealt to them.
Unbounce
So
can be thrown.
Hopefully, hella.
So, thrown weapons. Okay, for damage.
Amazing.
I love
Little-
that.
You have
Drop
so
a
many
few
props.
F-bombs.
So good.
There's some interesting.
The only thing I have within reach is a Mr. Tickle, and I don't think that's appropriate.
All right, cool. So we've got this. All right, cool. I've got le damage up. So you definitely hit in the vicinity because it is gonna on the bench. I would like you to roll damage with a +5.
Okay.
But they will get coordination checks to see if they can, because Molotov kind of takes a second to whoosh
20.
up to its full efficacy. 20. All right. So they're gonna make some coordination checks. So this will get everyone but Sally, because I'm assuming you were trying to not hit Robbie. She's right next to me.
I'm basically trying to end. Like the epicenter of it is gonna be Mickey.
Yeah. So these are the twins. Oh wow, yeah, they're only gonna take a bit of damage. I can math. Oh, that one takes a bit more. Mickey is going to roll his coordination. This is Mickey. He's gonna re-roll. He wants to try to get a little better than that. Alright, yeah, he does pretty good. And
God
Jimmy.
damn it, Michael.
Alright, so one twin gets real bad burns. I would like to roll on just a table just to see. So they'll take some damage. Take 1 vitality each. But can you give me just roll me 2d10? I want to see what complication the one who failed is gonna.
Is it broken ribs?
I swear it's broken ribs.
It might be. I haven't checked it out yet.
I will set them on
Plus
fire,
4?
and their ribs will snap in the process because that's how it works.
12. I think 12 is broken ribs.
Oh
The
yes.
explosion
Oh my
could have
gosh.
broken their ribs.
So
Wait, I
hot.
almost fractured a rib by
It's-
coughing.
It's broken ribs.
Ah, yes. Broken ribs. It's like a shard. One
Yeah.
shard of glass just goes astray and breaks someone's
One
ribs.
shard, just
That one shard.
the neck of the bottleneck pops up,
God damn
like
it.
bounces off and smacks him, and you're
Question.
cracked.
Is the room now on fire? Because we've now spread flammable liquid that is the
To be
room
fair,
on fire now?
Alcohol, it burns off very quickly, so depending
It
on
does
what's
burn off
lying
very
around.
quickly, but
Molotov
you're in an
cocktails
old
definitely
shoe
light places on fire,
factory.
though.
Let
So
it
there's
burn,
lots
my
of
prince.
old
Trust me on
leather, old shoelaces, cardboard fragments from shoe boxes.
Polish.
Place is a little on fire. I would like everyone to please roll me initiative at this point.
Excellent. This could not go better.
I
I've still got
mean,
2 of them as well.
That's a +5.
oh, that wasn't terrible.
Okay, well, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad.
I'm just gonna roll a group batch and go down my NPC list because I got a bunch of them. So I've got Jimmy, Sally, Mickey, twins, Lou. Yeah, we're just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll this. Let's do a big batch.
Oh my god.
All right. So, let's see, initiative. It looks like we've got Letty. Then we've got Vicky. 15. Then we've got... Wow, y'all were like right up in there. Gino and Edith at the same time.
We're so in sync.
So in sync. Oh my god.
Practically.
All
I still
right,
hate you,
um,
but we're so in sync.
Like family. Oh, Gino's heart.
Pretty much. Happy families, as my
So-
my own grandma likes to say.
Hey, you know, you lose a son, you gain a son.
I could work with that, I guess. His
You
knife
just got to
skills are
train the
pretty-
accent out of him, and he's golden.
Train.
Yeah, that's what I
We
meant.
don't have none
How
of
much
that
of a
colonial
drink?
bullshit in my house. You speak proper English.
Yeah, you start
Yeah,
saying,
sure. I got it. Your ladyship.
All right. So, Letty, you are first. What would you like to do?
Is there such thing as like ready in action or just like preparing
Yeah,
so
you
you
can
can
hold
do
an
it
action.
better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's currently basically trying to like cling onto the shadows as best as she can to be able to
Mhm.
like dart out when people are appropriately distracted for Robbie, basically.
Okay.
So is
Sure.
there something
so
I
you're
can,
you're
I can-
holding. You're just holding to run up when people are more distracted.
Yeah, because she's
basically.
like trying to keep herself as hidden as best possible and waiting for that moment to go, you know,
Okay.
bolt over.
All right. Like it. I like it. So now we're gonna come up on Vicky.
is Sally the one stood next to Robbie?
Yes. Yes, she is.
With the whole, you know, Molotov cocktail situation, I imagine she's looking in that direction, so Vicky wants to shoot her in the back of the head. Aiming for the head.
All right. So -3 to
Just,
hit. But if you
Yep,
hit,
which
you get
just
plus
takes
5
away
damage.
all my pluses. So that's just straight 2d10. I want to re-roll that. With
Okay.
My last re-roll.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That will hit her. So roll me that damage.
Okay, right. Damage is vitality plus weapon, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a
and then
pistol?
plus 5.
I think
Yeah,
it's
so
just
it's
straight
plus
damage.
5.
Yeah, so it'd be plus
Oh.
10. Yeah, you don't add your
So plus
fidelity
10.
to
Yeah,
range
plus 10.
weapons. So it'll be plus
Alright.
10, but you aim for the head.
Okay, so plus 10.
So you just
The
gotta.
power of life fuels a bullet. It hits harder because you're
19.
strong.
So 19. Roll me 2d10 so I can roll the complications table because it doesn't quite kill her outright.
Okay.
But she might
What?
kill over anyways.
If she
21.
gets broken ribs from being shot in the back
No,
of the
no,
head.
it's on the head table. People just hit torso a lot.
Oh. I was gonna say that would be a minor miracle.
Can never have enough
11?
broken ribs.
That's like the worst case of whiplash ever.
She is concussed.
I mean,
So
yeah?
that means. Okay. Negates armor. She's easier to hit, and at the end of each of her turns, she has to make a will save to see if she can regain her senses. Because right now she's just kind of standing there dazed, as you've kind of a piece of skull is cracked off. You shot off her bun. It's just
With my second action, can I shoot her in the head again?
yes, you can.
Yeah, okay, I want to shoot her in the head again. And I'm aiming for the head, so I'll take me -3. 11.
11 will not hit.
Damn. Oh well.
Well, actually, beats it, right?
Oh wait, yeah, meets
Yeah,
it. 'cause with
11
the
will hit.
concussion.
11 will hit. Roll me
Hey.
that again. Plus 10.
Okay. So hold on. There. Modifier. $20.
20. All right. I'm pretty sure that is a major wound, and I think she's out of vitality post that. Let me double check. I think she did.
Vicky's just muttering to himself, how many times can you shoot someone in the head before they fucking die?
Apparently twice.
At least, you know, you might be surprised if you roll really
Bet
poorly every
Vicky's not
time.
the best shot, so they're probably like, she's got like no bun, no ear.
Yeah, an incapacitating wound. So she's gonna make a will save to see if she does die this time, just to see if she can stick in there. It's 3. She's up, but barely clinging to life. She had a lot of vitality. But she gonna be real brain damaged if y'all don't murder her. So that's awesome. She's basically out of this fight. It's just a matter of time before she brains out and dies.
But she realizes she's already dead.
Yeah, basically. So she's breathing. She hasn't shut down yet completely, but you basically killed her. She's just kind of standing there wavering. And it is now Mickey's turn. So Mickey he had a good initiative. How the fuck did they get guns? He sees this. Sally gets double tapped in the head. Fuck. And he's gonna get for cover. And try to blend into the shadows a little bit. He's preparing a dodge. Or
Good luck,
parry,
it's
and
all
he
on
is
fire.
he's trying to, he's getting behind some of the machinery.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. So that's what he's doing. That's his turn. It is now Gino and Edith. Which one of you would like to go first?
Ladies first.
Gentlemen just before, my dear.
All right. Yes, I'll, having seen Vicky, stomp into the room before and without care, and now do it again, Gino's thinking, this is the way you do, and just, walks forward, trying to shoot Vicky in the head.
Alright, Mickey did roll underneath and behind some machinery, so I'm gonna need you to make me a wit check to see if you spot him.
Okay,
15, you just make him out. He does have a little cover, but you can shoot at him.
Alright, and then it'll still, what'll be the mods there? Because shooting him in the head is 3.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna shoot him in the head, but he did prepare a dodge, so he's just gonna get, because of his cover, he's gonna get a little bonus to his dodge.
Okay.
So, give me that headshot.
Alright, let's do it. Why not? Damn!
That'll hit. He will try to dodge, though. So, because headshots aren't fun, guys. That's how you lose an ear. Then you have to eat somebody to get it
Or
back.
break a
It's
rib.
pain.
It's all fun and games until someone gets brain damage.
It's all fun and games. So, okay, he gets to add his coordination. So, plus. Alright, he has a pretty good dodge, because guess what, guys? Mickey's a coward. Who would have thunk it?
Shocker.
20.
Dodge not, right?
He's gonna use a reroll. He wants to try to beat that, because head wounds aren't fun. He does not beat it. He only gets a 22. So roll me that damage.
Alright. That was
Come on, roll high.
leaving that. 20.
20. A 20 will not kill him outright, but I do need you to roll me a complication on the head wound table.
That's just 2d10.
2d10.
9.
9. He is concussed.
Just handing them out today like candy.
Handing out concussions left and right. Alright. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Second. No, I missed with the first shot, and
You did?
Didn't I?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did miss the first one.
Yeah,
So.
I thought I missed with the first shot. Yeah, because I wasn't going to dodge. I just walked out in the room like Vicky.
Okay, cool beans. So, next up is going to be...
We're Boondock Saints bros at this point.
Yes, it is, Edith. I was just looking at my next initiative.
No worries. Okay, so we have a Mickey under the sort of like under a machine with his head.
Yeah, he's
partially
like.
blown off.
Yeah, he's lost. He's not going to be as pretty.
Oh, that's fine. There was the other two goons, right? What are they doing right now? Is with
Willie and Billy. Their turn is not quite next, but very, very soon. They are looking in your direction because you chucked that Molotov. And I believe they beat your stealth from earlier too. Yep. So they did spot you.
That's fine. I'm gonna aim and chuck another Molotov at them.
Go for it. Roll me that ranged throw attack. Yeah. One of them looks pretty rough. The other one looks.
Do I interject when I say that like this is about almost the time I'm probably going to be sprinting out, or like
yeah, if you want to pop out after the second Molotov gets thrown, that's totally fine.
You know, just light it, and I'd be like, "Burn in hell, boys!" And just
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
15 is gonna hit. Roll me some damage.
So it's a plus 5, right? Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna try to coordination out of the way. 15. Nice. So. One fails. The other one also, they did not do great, so they'll both take full damage. Can you roll me a complication, please? So roll me 2d10.
I can do that, yes.
This is going to give them a leg complication.
Yeah. It's another broken rib.
So. Not the torso this time.
Okay.
We're going to need a leg complication, because, I mean, the fire is all at their feet, practically, so. Broken foot! You bean one of them with this Molotov cocktail right in the foot. Ouch. Yeah, -2 coordination and cannot kick, run, or dodge, in addition to any penalties from the wounds. So, one of them is on fire and is just screaming. The other one's like, my foot! Fuck, man, what the fuck is this? Oh! He looks real mad.
You should have stayed in America.
Fuck you!
Oh, only in your dreams, love. No.
So
I don't have any actions, but I'll dodge back now.
Yeah. So the room is more on fire now. And Letty, this is when you want to run up to Robbie?
I feel like they're very sufficiently like the flaming heat, like hate beacons. So I'm like, they're very hated right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And Robbie's kind of like looking at this fire that's kind of looking up towards him. He's like,
yeah, gonna run up to him if I can, and then I'll be like, "Good evening, Robbie," and just kind of like you know.
Oh, good evening, Letty. It's been a minute. He coughs and you see blood kind of spurt up. He's like, "Do you mind getting me out of here?"
Yes, apologies for manhandling you, and she'll just basically sling his arm over her shoulder and just begin to book.
He is sitting on the floor and is chained to the floor in the chair. So you're gonna have to.
If that is the case, I left her thing. If that is the case, I think Lou has the crowbar, doesn't she?
Lou does. Yep, she's lurking next to you. She just had really poor.
If that is the case, I just look over at Lou and it's like, I just kind of like look at her and then look for where the crowbar is.
She'll hand it.
Yeah, she just like immediately takes it to like just break it basically as best as she can.
Yeah. All right. Give me a vitality check to try to break this chain with the crowbar.
I hope I'm vital. Please, how much do I have right now for vitality? 3, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yes, so my vitality is 3, so let's do this. Oh dear. Can I re-roll that?
Yeah.
I feel like a 12 is not enough. I'll take my 18.
An 18 most certainly is. So you don't cut off the chains. You don't unchain him. You just get underneath where the chains connect to the floor, and you just pull out little chunks of cement and wood from the floor, and he's got them behind him. They're gonna drag, they're gonna make some noise, they're gonna rattle, but he's free, and you're able to kind of get your arm around him. Lou will use her turn to assist you and get under his other arm. Because again, she wanted help with the credit of saving Robbie, so he'd owe her one. So she'll help you with him and kind of start working way back. This is the worst you've ever seen, Robbie, and you've known him for years now. He looks bad. He looks real beat up.
I'm not going to lie, Robbie, you look like you've seen better days.
Thanks, you look great too.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, you're not looking good. You know, like dragging him along.
Never been called beautiful, but
You're more
he's
classically
kind of wincing.
handsome.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Kind of genuine, like, it's like blood's kind of coming out his nose a little bit. And so you guys are. Now it is. You guys hear a from the other side, from back where the warehouse is, as the doors fly open, and two guys with what looks like rifles come in, and they are going to move up, and they're going to take shots at the two most easy to see people, which I believe is going to be Gino, Vicky, and Edith. So more so Gino, and they recognize Gino, so they're gonna. One's gonna shoot twice at Gino, one's gonna shoot at Edith and Vicky. So here we go. Roll the hit. 14, will that hit you, Gino? I think that does. I think your AC.
Yeah, I think we're all at 11 or something like that.
Cool.
So I don't have any armor.
So
I have an armor.
that 18 will hit you.
Your AC is your 11 plus your coordination, and then your armor detracts from your damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 14 would be to hit.
Okay. 14 will hit, 18 will hit. Alright.
Yep.
So here they're going to roll damage. The rifle. Let me double check that rifle damage. Come here, rifles. Not a crossbow. Not an elephant gun. You don't want to get hit with an elephant gun. Huh. That's nasty. Alright.
It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
It's like a punt gun. Sends the boat backwards.
Exactly. Nice. Good call.
Alright, so these are gonna hurt a little bit. But 20 damage. So that's gonna be, I think that's a head wound. I'll double check. Or it's a serious wound. Not quite, maybe incapacitating. I'll double check that. Where's my
no,
cheat sheet?
20 is incapacitating.
20 is incapacitating. Alright. So incapacitating. Can you give me a vitality check, please?
Yep.
You're good. A 16 is
16.
just going to be a serious wound. So I'll roll to see where they hit you. 7 and 2. Okay. Because they were just aiming for you. So random location. Someone's gonna be a headshot. One's gonna be your left leg. Can you please roll me 2d10 to see what complications you get?
2d10 twice or just once?
Twice. See what
Right,
leg wound
so
you get.
5 and 15.
5 and 15. Alright, so 15's the head wound. You have a disfiguring scar. So you're going to get -2 on non-intimidation charm rolls. But you gain a +1 on intimidation rolls.
Alright.
So that's a thing, you know. That's pretty cool.
It looked
mean,
cool.
I
like
won't say you've lost an ear, but let's say the bullet kind of travels like you kind of looked and you've got like a big line,
Yeah.
like missing part
Hey,
of like
like
that
this one.
cheekbone.
I have one across my
Alright,
eyebrow.
and on your leg. Oh, you got a 5? I think they might have to, you might have lost a foot.
Oh no.
So, it's still clinging on there a little bit, but it's, your ankle just shot out your ankle. So you're gonna have to see a doctor real soon. And you're gonna lose 2 vitality from this.
Ooh, okay.
Alright.
If only we had a practiced, world famous
Doctor.
German surgeon here. He could fix me up.
If only. If only.
Ah, kill irony.
What is to hit for you, Edith? Will a 14 hit you? Alright, and Vicky. A 9 does not hit you.
Can I use my
Yeah.
action to dodge? My action for next turn?
Yes, you
sacrifice
can.
it? Okay.
Yes,
I
you
think
can.
14
You only have
is
to beat a
my armor.
14.
Okay. So dodge is just a coordination.
Yeah, so a 9 will not hit you.
Because I don't want to get shot. Thank you.
You don't want to get shot.
No, I do not want to get shot. I'm not going out with guns. Go out in melee. 15.
You are just able. You feel the heat as it whizzes by you. This bullet. You are able to avoid getting
I think I cut
shot.
out my back. She just sort of stays like.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that is the people who come in from the warehouse's turn. It's the twins' turn. One of which is still on fire and dies. The other one is going to attempt to stop, drop, and roll. So let's see here.
Fire safety is
That's it.
important.
Rolling
He did
flames
break
of
his
my
foot,
own
though.
making.
So he's still kind of on fire, but he is going to try to use a second action to shoot at you, Edith, because
While he's on the floor,
he did not. Huh?
while he's like rolling on the floor, he's just
Yeah,
takes
he's just
a shot.
rolling and sees that he's not going to put this fire out and just reaches out and tries to shoot you.
Alright.
Because, F it. If he's going to burn to death by Molotov cocktail, he's going to try to take you out with him.
Alright.
But he misses, because I think you said you had 14.
Mm-hmm.
So the shot, shoo, again, just barely misses you. As that's what he does. Now our dear Sally is finally realized she's brain dead and collapses to the ground. Like, some of her brains fall in the seat where Robbie was sitting. It's pretty messy. It's not a pretty picture. And now it's Fergus's turn, who's gonna try to gives Letty and Lou some cover fire as they drag Robbie out. So, come on, Fergus. He's just gonna try to shoot at Jimmy, because Jimmy's the most easy one to see, which does hit, because Jimmy does not have great coordination. So, he's gonna try to shoot one of the warehouse guys, since they just came in guns a-blazing. And he's gonna hit one of those too. So, way to go, Fergus. Look at you. Boyo.
Alright, boyo.
Only minor wounds to both of them. Let's just pick randomly. He's gonna... What sounds fun? One of them, Jimmy gets a torn muscle. In his left arm. And then
Rotator cuff.
one Mr. Rifleman is gonna have a severed artery in his foot. Why not? Or in his leg. Just right in the thigh. We're back to the top of... Wait, no. Jimmy gets to go. He's got a torn shoulder, so he's not gonna go for an arm with that one, but he's gonna pull out one of his itty-bitty little pistols, and he's gonna try to shoot at Letty as, Letty and Lou, one shot each, as they try to get Robbie out of here. So, he's not the best with a gun, so let's see how he does. Letty, 12. I don't think that hits you. I think you have more than one coordination. Oh, he will hit Lou, though. Ouchie. Okay. He shoots Lou. She gonna try to dodge, because that's a crit on damage, and she gonna die if she doesn't dodge this. But thankfully, she has a decent dodge score. So, coordination plus free dodge.
We don't want to leave an orphan slug.
You don't want to leave an orphan slug. That's true.
It's been enough parent killing today.
She's gonna reroll that.
Lose a son, gain a slug.
Raise,
Why am
raise
I
it as
watching
your
it?
own.
I don't need this.
She does manage to
You're
dodge
the
it. Meets it,
maternal
beats it.
one.
So she does beat it. So you see like part of her hair like just gets shot off, and she's like, "Oh, that was a close one then." And she kind of walks even faster behind the two of you, and Robbie's looking over at you, Mel. He's like, "How'd you get the crazy? Like, how'd you get the crazy girl to help?"
I just kind of look at him like, I don't know.
Like he's actually just now realized who is helping him on the other side, and he's like,
Yeah.
she's insane. Like, why is she here? But we're back up to Letty. It's your turn. You gonna keep moving?
Yeah, you know, like how I still have like a fuck ton of ether in my like
Yes,
bottles
and it's
stuff?
very flammable.
And it's very flammable, and when things go up flame, they have fumes, yes? And there's a lot of
Oh,
flame
yeah.
around. She's just
There's
like,
a lot of flame around.
yeah, so she's like, just one moment, please, Robbie. And she's just gonna look, like,
Bad at all.
get a couple of like little bottles, look over, just like, and let them just like shatter in the general vicinity of the people that are still around, so they can breathe in some lovely toxic fumes. And then she'll continue to be like,
All right.
alright, let's go.
Excellent. So give me that. Roll me 2d10 just to see the efficacy of this. How much trouble is anyone near those flames in?
7.
Okay, not bad. Not like. It's probably good you didn't roll high because Edith and Gino and Vicky are all still fairly close to that vicinity. So
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about it at this moment, but they'll probably want to move on their turn. So, speaking of which, it is Vicky's turn. Vicky. Woo.
Where did Mickey go?
Mickey has dodged off under the machinery.
Right, because I was like, I've just shot Sally twice in the back of the head. I'm sure I noticed Robbie being.
I need you to give me
rescued.
a wit check to try to spot him.
Cool. Alright, so now my attention is solely on that little mafia rat. Ugh.
You don't see him.
Can I use one of my actions to move, like, in the vicinity I last saw him? Because
Yes,
He just
that will put
really
you
wants
closer to
Yeah.
all of the fire, though. Just so you
Oh,
know.
he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Okay,
He wants Mickey
so
dead, so he's just looking for Mickey now.
yeah, can you give me a coordination check to not get burned by some of this ether-fueled Molotov cocktail in an old shoe warehouse full of very flammable things?
Nope, that's an 8. He doesn't care.
You're gonna lose 1 vitality as some of the flames lick up and catch fire to your skirts, and you're gonna kind of take some burns.
Okay. Can I use my second action then to take my skirts off and just drop them?
Yeah,
If my skirts
definitely.
are on fire. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
easy.
now in
You
some very, very nice, little bloomers, basically,
Yes.
and quite a lot of things.
Please tell me they have
strapped to
ruffles.
them. They have ruffles.
I love ruffle
They're very
bloomers.
fancy.
Yes.
They are very, very.
Excellent.
They're like upper London expensive. Harry was very nice to me.
Nice. Very nice. So,
I'm now in a corset, a shirt, and some ruffly pants. And
Love
I'm
it.
still
And a
looking-
I love it.
dapper hat.
Oh yeah, very dapper hat. But yeah, that's my turn. I'm still looking for the little rat.
okay. It's Mickey's turn, and he's aware people are looking for him, so he is going to move away. He's going to try to ghost away. That's stealth, in case y'all didn't know that. That's
Universal
what that
sign for it.
means. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, this guy here. 15? He'll try to re-roll that. If you hadn't noticed, he's very corrupt. 17. Yeah, so he just disappears further into the warehouse that's now on fire. He's gonna be hard to spot, because he didn't take any actions to fight or anything. He's gotten a good bit of distance. Gino and Edith, which one of you would like to go first?
I'll go first this time.
Yeah, please do.
From what we were told about the warehouse, or what we know about the warehouse, the way that Ricky's moving, is there a set of back doors?
There are several sets of doors that lead into this factory floor.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to get out of here. There's not a lot of, there's only one door. It seems that a couple of doors looks like they've been reinforced or closed to try to provide shelter, probably for when storms come, to keep the place nice and dry and flammable. But there's several windows that have been busted out. There are several doors. Yeah. From the direction you last saw him heading out, it looks like he's going to pop out on the east side of the courtyard.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna go basically use, because I only got one action, I'm just basically gonna use it to move as far as I can to get out in the courtyard and basically peek around.
Yeah, so you can move up to an exit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get away from the fire.
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna move away. I'm basically gonna get out of the building and see if I can find that asshole.
Give me a wit check.
Sure thing. 18.
You just see him. He's a decent bit away. He's almost to the fence, because he basically stealth dashed.
Okay. I turn. I basically shout to the rest. He's getting away.
All right.
And I point out.
Gino, there's a lot of fire around you. You should probably move or make it.
Can I
check?
Half hobble with my busted up foot?
Yeah, you're gonna basically, to cover the same distance as someone else would, you're basically like half movement, if that makes sense.
Okay. I think about my peg leg, like they're saying in chat. And
a great doctor.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. I'll take basically a double move to get to the door where Edith is.
Edith's set. Okay.
Trying
if you
to
try to spot him, you can give me a wit check as well. Because it is dark and it is storming. The rain is coming down very thick right now.
And
Lightning
I'm worried about
occasionally flashing.
the rifleman at the door shooting me in the back. Wit check. Got it.
Check.
There it is.
Yeah, you see him. You just make him out through the rain. He's got some cover behind some old crates, but he's practically at the fence.
I don't have an action to shoot, so.
All right, it's them warehouse boys. They're gonna try to shoot at who is left inside the building. So they're gonna shoot at Fergus, and they're gonna shoot at Vicky, because those are the closest two, because Letty and Lou are retreating. So, let me get that up here. Shoop. So this is Fergus. Fergus, no! This is the hard part about being a den. You make NPCs you like, and then you try to kill them. Oh, not 3. Take off that last one. So minus 2. That still hits. Both will hit him. And let's see if Halle Ferris trying to hit you, Mickey or Vicky. Does a 14? What's your vitality?
That's my AC.
My
vitality. Oh no, my vitality at the moment is 2.
Okay, so yeah, both of those will just hit you then.
Yeah.
All right, so Fergus.
I forgot I lost on stupid fire.
I'm so sorry. All right. 17. 16. He doesn't die outright. He is gonna get broken ribs though, and
It's a rite of
tear a
passage.
muscle in his arm. It's a rite of passage. You gotta get some broken ribs. All right, just, bro, you get some broken ribs, and you get some broken
You get
ribs.
some broken ribs, and you get some broken ribs.
All right,
Broken
Vicky.
ribs for everybody.
17. It's a serious wound. And oh, Vicky, no!
Yep.
Would you like to try to dodge? I don't know if you can dodge
Yes,
that.
I would. How do I
Coordination.
dodge?
Yes. So coordination. If you crit it, I'll say you've dodged it.
Okay. Okay, and I add my coordination. Okay.
25.
No.
So, Letty, because Edith and Gino are by the door. Letty, you look back over your shoulder as you hear more gunshots. You see Fergus get shot twice, but he's pretty beefy. You know, he can take it. But then you see, let's see where they shot you. Torso. Pretty sure that's torso. Yep, right through the heart of Vicky. Vicky, how does this go down? Been shot through the heart, and
you're
they're to blame.
He would rather
very
bad
much
man.
that cinematic thing of there's a shot and Vicky like looks around, see where it is, and then like looks down, and the front of the corset is just starting to soak, and he kind of puts his hand to it, and just like screams, "You better fucking kill him!" and just like drops to his knees, and is just like trying to push on the wound, and then just falls down.
Yep, into the flames as the skirts have suppressed some of the fire, but they get licked up. Edith and Gino, you hear that. And if you glance back, you see Vicky fall.
I will love.
Sorry, he's with Harry now.
Don't. I'm gonna lose my makeup.
Oh no! All right, Fergus is gonna try to keep doing that cover fire. I'm just gonna roll 2 hits at the same time. See if he can math it out. So one will miss, one will hit one of the riflemen. Doing a decent bit. Gets taken in the knee. One of the riflemen gets shot, but they're still progressing forward. Jimmy is gonna try to shoot at. He uses one action to move because he don't want to get caught on fire, and he's standing near a lot of flames. But he's gonna try to shoot at one of the two by the door. I'm gonna roll because he wants Mickey to get out if he can't get out. So if it's an odd, it's gonna be Gino. If it's an even, it's going to be Edith. Gino is gonna shoot at you. +3. 15. Does that hit you?
Hits.
Okay. Oh, why did I roll percentile dice? That's not what I wanted. Come here. 6 though. Just a scratch. You're still up, but it hurts. It's enough to definitely distract you. And give me wit checks, everybody who's still alive.
Oof.
All right. Lightning strikes the top of the building. Right at the peak, the overhang that you're standing underneath. As it's storming. And some beams and timbers fall. A big dust cloud pops up. You're able to dodge back in time and get out of the way. Avoid getting hit by it. You're able to get out of the warehouse. Letty, Lou, Robbie, Fergus. The Americans kind of head towards the opposite side because now there's a big fire separating the two groups of you. When you look back up, Vicky is nowhere to be seen. But you've gotten Robbie out, you saved Red, and most of you survived. You head back to the Skeleton Key, get cleaned up, and you did put a big hurt on Robbie's gang, as Jimmy was trapped by the fire and he wasn't able to get out. The only ones who survived that was two warehouse guys, one of which got a fucked up knee now. So you guys put some major hurt on his gang. Put some hurt on him too, but he seems to have gotten away for now. But congratulations. You saved Robbie. You saved Red. You're officially Robbie's Angels. And with the storm increasing... Let me roll something just to see. Yes, with the storm increasing, it does not set fire to the entire district. The rain does put the factory fire out. I have to roll to make sure. I'd feel real bad if I handed it back next week.
Cocktails I still had, because they would have gone up with me.
No. They did go up with you, but you were already in the center of the fire, thankfully, so most of the fuel in that area was consumed. But you do hear a couple, like, small pops of Molotovs igniting. Yeah, I'd feel bad if I had to be like, hey, Hollow, they kind of burnt down Lower London. It's fine, but we don't because storms, so yay.
Vicky,
yay, the fire rolled really poorly.
Vicky, you went out with a bang.
Yay, roll on snare drum.
So congratulations, guys. You lived to fight another day. Robbie's gonna be fine. He's gonna recover. He is glad to hear about Lilith, if you tell him, as he spends the next few days probably recovering in your restaurant, Miss Cook. Of course, he'll reimburse you for any expenses and expenditures this requires. Fergus doesn't say anything about this to the Whitechapel police. Lou goes off. She scampers off at some point, but after making sure she lets Robbie know that she definitely helped out with this. And Fergus also makes it a point to check in on Letty from time to time, make sure she's doing okay, make sure no one's bothering her, as he's a little sweet on her. But for the three of you that survived, let's go around, let's say who we are, where we can find you online, your favorite moment from tonight's episode, and what the next week looks like for each of your characters. Vicky, we're going to start with you to give the others a moment to think about the next week. How happy is it? How happy is Vicky to be reunited with his love?
Vicky
be it in the afterlife.
So happy because Vicky was a melancholy soul. He was a sad boy. He very much went into this thinking he was gonna go join his husband. So he's sitting on a cloud somewhere, thinking, "You'll better pour one out for me." He's drinking gin in heaven, or as near to heaven as he's gonna get in a skirt. But yeah, he and Harry are happy. I'm Shakespeare. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Shakespeare. All of the other games I'm in are at the top of my Twitter page. Finally, I pinned a tweet after like 6 months of thinking about it. I also knit things, and you can find all of my knitting stuff at Crit1Pearl1, which is my nitty Twitter. This was such fun. I'm so happy. I love it when my characters die. Genuinely, it's so cathartic. It's just like, yeah. So much fun. So much drama. I love it.
Excellent.
Vicky is a little gutted that he won't get to look after Gino, because that was the plan. He was just like, oh no, someone needs to take you in hand. You, come on, we'll fit you for a nice suit, get you out of the black, and you can, start again.
Start again.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Letty O'Malley. How are you? Where can we find you? Favorite part? And what does Letty get up to for the next week or two?
Okay,
No, it's a lot.
I think unlike Shax, I'm feeling a bit devastated right now. First death of this entire time we played this game, and it was in excess amounts of death, I'd say. Lots of blood was spilled tonight.
It's a brutal system for combat.
It's brutal. Like, there's a lot of broken ribs. That I was very pleased with that. That was lovely. But my God. Right. That's. So I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. As for who I am Lark Lawyer on Twitter or Lawyer Lark on Instagram. You'll find me a lot more active on Instagram because I like to post pictures of my adorable cat there, and sometimes I'll kind of peruse Twitter to follow other people and like their things. Right now, my obsession is FF14, so I don't exist online until I'm here. Otherwise, I'm currently exploring Eorzea, doing more like Warriors of Light things. And my favorite moment of this session. Okay, favorite moment. I think that Overkill was my favorite moment. It was like, all right, there's just one guy, right? We're just gonna like chow down on this man. We didn't need all that, but we're all going on in the sky. I felt so bad for him. And it was just like the epic fight scene, the kind of dramatic tension going on there, and it was very cathartic to see all the violence and like mayhem going on all around us. Like, it's like, yes, this is how we feel, but it's everywhere now. So that was nice. That was poetic. And as for what Letty's doing next week, Letty is actually, she's quite worried about Gino as well, like Vicky was, because yeah, of course, she will follow up on her asking him for, Sunday breakfast and seeing if he wants to go to church. If not, that's totally cool with her. She'll be chatting with him, they can chat, and she'll be like, hey, do you want to, either go to an opium den with lots of girls and boys, or did you want to speak with Mrs. Cook and maybe, finally, explain to her that she's got a new son if she wants, Things like that. Other than that, it's just sorting out business, really. She is practical, she loves her husband and will always will, but she has a business to run, and, she originally started helping Mr. Our lovely roguish man that I completely forgot the name of, apparently. Well, Robbie, there we go. She'll be helping Robbie. Yes, my brain was kind of on the blank. I really blame Vicky for dying. This. I'm just devastated. Yeah. This is your fault. I'm forgetting his name. All the shock, No, Robbie. She'll be helping Robbie out as basically her original promise, to Thomas, who was very loyal, that she'd help Robbie out in the best ways that she can. As for Mr. Detective, I don't think she notices that he's sweet on her. She's like, oh, what a lovely man. He's so thoughtful. What a good guy.
He definitely starts going to the same church you go to.
She's just like, oh, he's so nice. What a wonderful man. How responsible. Never realizes just, just everything over her head. That would be Letty, basically, in a nutshell.
Yep.
And,
I love it.
Going crazy with mercury poisoning.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Gino, how about you?
Ooh, get my foot sewn back on, maybe by a world-famous German field surgeon, hopefully, with any luck.
Yes.
And I probably in a week's time. I don't think I'm going anywhere, but
probably just
definitely.
Resting.
Yeah, definitely. I'll talk to Letty, and I'm gonna make plans to at least help her with, the little birds and whatnot. Maybe keep an eye on some of the birds for her and that kind of thing. And he's really waiting to see where things land with Edith and that whole relationship and where they're at. But at some point, there will be I imagine, a scene with some or all of these folks putting either a headstone at the cemetery, like some real Celtic knotwork, like something really cool, and he'll take and they'll put Vicky's ashes there and then scrape into it.
Please.
stone, Vicky. So she's rested well somewhere nice.
Love
But
it.
that's about it for Gino.
Love it. Larry poured one out for Vicky because when they got outside of the edge of the gate, the whiskey bottle was turned to the side and half the contents had sloshed out.
Oh, and Edith, I can't pay you back for the whiskey.
Can't. You're right. You fripped me off.
She'll
So
catch up
angry.
with you soon enough.
I'm angry. I'll
Edith.
hide my grief.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm permanently exhausted. I, like Loria, is busy. I'm busy with university at the moment, so I'm only online when I'm kind of here. Although I am on Twitter, Humble6. I occasionally post up whatever I feel like. Favorite moment of the session. It's just seeing these little relationships bud between the different characters still. It's just so nice. And I always just love throwing animosity at Gino's way. But it's kind of turning into like a budding respect. Like seeing him stab a man, it changes people, you know? It changes your perspective on people. As for what Edith would be doing, she would have definitely attended the memorial for Vicky, and she would have poured out 2 glasses of gin, drunk one, left the other, and probably would have asked Gino to walk her home. They'd have a chat, a very stern chat about what the hell, why is he here, really? And probably try and find out what his relationship with my son was. Other than that, she'll be cornering that investigator and saying, you better find that Mickey fella so I can blow his head off with this shotgun. Capiche, as they say?
Capiche.
Yeah, no, it's all capiche. So, love it. Of course, as far as the NPC, we know what Fergus is up to. And it's being ignored, bless him. Lou goes and does who knows what crazy shenanigans, but make sure Robbie knows who helped out. Robbie does spend some time just on the mend because he was so beat up. But he does, he makes sure he takes care of his own. So he makes sure y'all are taken care of, and that a nice little memorial plaque goes up in the railway bar with the names of your boys. And Red, Poppy, she decides she wants to learn how to use this gun. So next time shit goes down, and if she has to get involved, she can lay some smack down. But yeah, so that's what they do for the next near future. But me, I'm Lindy. I'm Laugh Love Lindy. You can find me online as such on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. You can find me here on Encounter Roleplay every Tuesday and Thursday for Tentacle Tuesday and that's Curios, which I am very excited to go back to eating people next week. As much as I loved DMing this and this was fun, I really like eating people. I bought a new cup and everything. It's the best cup ever. I can't wait to show you guys. But you can also find me on my channel twice a week for Mondays in Exandria and Mists of Ravenloft, which is on Tuesday evenings. And it's super spooky, so if you like the spooky kind of grim setting, you'll probably enjoy that as well. It's D&D 5th edition. Thank you all so much for hanging out, though, in the chat and on YouTube if you're watching. You all have been super lovely. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all, and we cannot wait for next week when we have Hollow back with us. I'm sure he's gonna rewatch these episodes and be like, what the heck did you guys get into? But thank you all so much. We will see you later. Try not to roll too many nat ones because we want you to be here laughing when you do. Goodbye.